late, they were just late last month.
Right, but I said, where,
for Denver in the state of Colorado.
that part doesn't bother me, but like I say, the surgery kind of does a little bit more.
The problem with the
They were up,
they've got no plan for next month.
right? Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Office and his modeling, and we'll make the right decision.
I thought they would go park, that place in Franktown, or,
Again, that depends on.
No, I sent them over to Centennial.
The number of in-store shoppers to assist installing the spread. That's
I'm gonna get some coffee on your bag.
Now, impact traffic. Right now, the two footpaths on the Highway Drive are on the Turnpike and I-70. Both directions of 36, a pit stop to go between Federal and Pecos. The left lane blocked off both directions for road work, so watch out for delays on that stretch. Coming out of the airport, watch out for road work. It'll slow you down on westbound I-70 approaching Peoria. Solid backups to Chambers, so those are two spots to watch out for as you drive across town. Also watch out for construction on southbound I-25 at 58th. The right lane is blocked. Weather forecast, going to be sunny, another nice day with a high of 73. Tonight, mostly clear overnight, a low of 41. Right now, just a few clouds and 60. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
Sponsored by Westera Credit Union. Just because we have to remain apart doesn't mean we can't pull together. Westera Credit Union is here to help members and local businesses during this crisis. If you have questions, email westeracanhelp at westeracu.com.
Rates are like a roller coaster lately. Are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? Take AIM, Affordable Interest Mortgage. With home values still at their highest level ever and rates at history. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm putting on the
What?
call screener deal, what number you want to give out for Centeno? You
Okay.
have the ability to tap their equity should the economy change, all without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times to give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important, your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage at 720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take aim, 720-895-0500. It's all about you. Need a new roof? Go with a sure thing. ExcelRoofing.com.
Ion Radio wants to help with a chance at one.
All right, gentlemen, you ready to make magic again?
Data message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's calm to 200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. All you have to do is give us a call, and we're ready to do it. We are here to help every day. You see, help is what we do. We're the clearinghouse for help. You know, there's a lot going on in this world when it comes to the COVID-19 virus and how people are reacting. You just heard that the stay-at-home was extended in Colorado. We kind of all knew that was coming. May happen again for all we know. 303-713-TALK is our phone number. We'll get all of your calls. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. By the way, they are selling sanitizer, hand sanitizer, and CBD sanitizer on their website. And that's at RealCBDThatWorks.com. Somebody's mic is open, Shannon. I'm sorry, I'm hearing background.
You know that guy?
That was probably me.
Oh, okay. Okay, RealCBDThatWorks.com. And you put Tom in the promo code, and you get 25% off. Dr. Jason Markle's with us from Centeno Schultz. You know, I often wonder, Centeno Schultz, they did a lot of seminars and talked about stem cell therapy. And I know the doctor, by the way, Dr. Chris Centeno has been posting a lot about COVID-19. He's very smart, and he's done a lot of research. That's a separate issue. But what have you guys been doing and what are you going to do as far as your seminars and getting people to the clinic?
Yeah, Tom, that's a great question. And we've, given the situation with COVID-19, we've been definitely trying to maximize everything we can do from a telemedicine health. We're now offering some seminars over Zoom. So we advertise those on Facebook and whatnot. We have those periodically where we can do our entire presentation via Zoom.
Are you going to do any of those in the near future?
I believe we have a few scheduled. If they go to centenoschultz.com,
Okay.
a link to all of our Zoom meetings and whatnot and seminars. We've got them popping up intermittently
Now,
on a weekly basis.
Centeno is C-E-N-T-E-N-O, Schultz, S-C-H-U-L-T-Z, but doesn't that other one work too still, avoidsurgerytoday.com?
It can, correct.
Yeah, because Centeno Schultz might be a little difficult for some people, but centenoschultz.com or avoidsurgerytoday.com. Is that considered, pain relief and stem cell, is that considered essential?
It's at this point, it's not. So we're not
okay.
doing any. So right now we're not doing any procedures in the office at this point in time. So, but we are doing evaluations, and there are things we can do outside of injections. Once we talk to you, get you to a physical therapist, as well as try some other modalities, medications for the short term. So we can definitely have help available. We can't do any injections.
But you can't do the stem cell therapy itself.
Not at this point in time.
Okay.
Just with the mandate order to cancel all elective orders, that was scheduled to be canceled next week on the 14th, but that may be extended. We're still waiting on word for that.
But people can still, if people have pain or if people are in pain, if people want to know about stem cells, you guys can handle that with webinars. You can actually take phone calls as well if somebody's interested. And then go ahead.
Oh yeah, and Tom, and now we've got a whole system of telemedicine ramped up already, where we can get on a Zoom meeting with you. We can send you some self-examinations, so you can sort of figure out some direction about what's causing your pain and how your pain is sort of developed, and when we can have a discussion and actually show you if you have any imaging. You can upload your imaging directly to us, and we can share our screen so we can go through your imaging and have almost a full examination. Telemedicine.
Yeah, especially if you have imaging. I mean, imaging says most everything. So once you decide what to do, then you basically schedule for after this.
Correct. Yeah, we'll be scheduling and blocking out some time, assuming we can start over the next couple of weeks. And during that time, if we're waiting, we can give them some advice and maybe some home exercise things we can show them. We have a good physical therapist we can get them in touch with, and they do an excellent job at doing Zoom meetings from a PT standpoint and try to help them get them out of pain and get them stronger, because the best rehab is going to be the best prehab. So the stronger they can get them before we treat them, the better we can get them.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to check in with you throughout the show. In case anybody has any questions on stem cell therapy, we have Dr. Jason Markle available for the show. If you want to reach Centeno Schultz, again, avoidsurgerytoday.com is the easiest way to do it. I'll give you a number, 303-963-9201. You can try that, 963-9201. But this one, avoidsurgerytoday.com, you can sign up for a webinar, Zoom meeting. Or I would just, if you have any questions, just ask them. Margie says she's getting kicked out of her apartment. Listen, I got to just say something that's on my mind. Yesterday, this couple called us, and they're in a camper, and they're in an RV park. They said the landlord shut off the power. Now, I don't think they should be shutting off power during a time like this, but at the same time, I can't tell someone how to run their business.
The governor said not to, though, Tom. He did say that. Do not shut power off.
Yeah, now they evicted
He signed a bill.
Now they evicted him. I mean, we didn't want that to happen. And all I asked was, I said, we're not equipped to help people, and just patch things. What we do is we really want to get people back on their feet. And there are all different kinds of charities and places to go for things. And we try to help people that have a hope of coming back. You may think, well, that's so narrow-minded. It doesn't matter, because there is a place for everyone. We can't do everything. So we have found that's a great niche. And she said, oh, we're just behind a month, and which was true. But she said, we've never been late before. And he's going back to work May 1st because he has surgery scheduled for Wednesday. And I said, okay, we're just going to verify your story. We could not verify her story. First, they can't give us any proof of any surgery. Now they say it's canceled. And we don't want to call people liars. And then she said they were never late, and they were late a few times. And now, is that important? Well, it's important that we didn't get the truth, but we're not trying to be bad guys. But now they're kicked out completely, and she's blaming us because of the phone call. It's on my mind. I mean, we didn't mean for him to get kicked out, but they were on their way out anyway. They had turned off the power. They were going to ask him to leave anyway. I mean, just so people know, they were going to be asked to leave anyway. But I don't know what to do for them. Even if we help them with rent, it's a couple of weeks and it's done. I mean, they're going to... I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. But he needs to get a surgery. And I don't understand why they canceled surgery. That's supposed to be essential, what he's getting done. Anyway, I can't see how they can consider pain relief an elective for neck fusion or whatever. But Margie, now you're getting kicked out of your... Are you getting evicted because of the no rent?
Okay, when I went in there, I called on the 3rd for April. I asked them, how much do I owe? Because I was quarantined at St. Anthony's.
I don't doubt it.
The Colorado Health Department told me that my corona thing, that 10 days later they called me and said, no, I did not have it. I was in St. Anthony's Hospital March 20.
Why were you in the hospital? Why were you in the hospital?
I was running a fever of 103. I could not breathe, and I called 911.
Oh, you thought you had COVID.
Correct.
And you don't? You didn't?
No, they said when they put me in quarantine at St. Anthony's.
Yes, right.
On the 14th and 15th. They released me on the 15th, and I said, well, what do I have? And they said, well, right now it's pneumonia, and you might have that corona thing because you've been exposed.
What did they say for you? What did they say for you to do when you were let
released?
Go? Yeah.
Yes, they said go home, stay in bed, take care of yourself, which I tried to. I didn't have treatments. I was in bed for 3 weeks trying to get rid of this.
So did you have COVID? You don't know.
No, they called me 10 days later and said it was negative.
Okay. Well, there are not a lot. There are some false negatives, by the way, but sounds like it to me, but who cares? I mean, you're better, thank goodness. So during that time you were sick, do you work, Margie?
No, I'm 71.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm disabled.
Okay. Why are you getting kicked? Wait. How do you pay for your apartment? Do you have Social Security?
I have a Social Security check of $1,147 a month.
Then what do you do for food?
Food stamps. Okay. They're giving me $140 a month.
So do you have a car?
Yes, I do.
You're 71. You're living on the brink here with $1,100 a month and food stamps. So what's going on? When did you stop paying rent?
I called them. Okay, I paid them $807 for March.
How much
is
rent? How much is rent?
My rent is $1,101.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to come back to you, Margie. Margie, I'm going to come back to you. I want to get the story, and I'm just going to ask that you be completely straight with us. We will try to figure this out. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
You're down.
This is Dan Capitalist. Since we were little kids,
You've been a dentist, Tom. You're pretty good at pulling teeth for
and
people.
the boys come in all shapes and sizes, from that mean kid on the playground who was so much bigger than everybody else, to the insurance.
So, Mark, you have Susanna listen on Facebook or whatever, they say Tom sounds like there's a lot of echoing, like he's in the bathroom.
And delay some more, and then deny good people the insurance money they're entitled to and often desperately need. This kind of insurance company boy thinks that he can cheat the victims out of what they deserve because the insurance company. You good, Tom?
Yep.
Then any
What am I gonna do right now to fix it?
have to take down.
Fix it. Good.
Insurance company has to
Oh, look at
offer
it.
and one. And because we take righteous cases on a percentage fee basis, no
What was
one is
that?
priced out of our services. We are a serious firm for serious. Want us to stand up for you? Give me a call. 303-770-5551. Get DanCapitalistLaw.com. That's DanCapitalistLaw.com.
I'm Tom Martino for Fix It 24/7. FixMyHome.com. They're committed to helping one family a day, by the way, with a free repair. Did you know that? Something else I want to tell you about them. They are doing these extraordinary checks of the furnace and the AC, and they're doing them both combined for just $28. They want to keep their crews working. They go beyond CDC guidelines, and they're there for you. Listen, I'm telling you, you should get this done, because when this is all over, all the manufacturers are closed. Equipment is not being manufactured, so repairmen are going to be so busy, you're going to have a problem if you don't schedule when you can schedule, because there's going to be a flood to this market. Right now, $28 for the next 10 callers. 720-526-3939, just $28. That's an incredible deal to get these two systems up running, adjusted, cleaned, and refurbished, basically. And that's 720-526-3939, fixmyhome.com.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
So Margie, I kind of just talked to her a little. She was really nervous about talking to you, but basically she was supposed to have moved out on March 24th, which is why the rent was only $807 for March. But then she went into the hospital before
I
the
get it.
24th
Okay.
and couldn't move out.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks. Good. Got it.
So the 1,001, and then they're going to be charging her $10 a day for every day she's there.
As bad as counters and floors, and even replacement windows and doors, you have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. Hi, I'm Todd Cicchini. You know, my dad started making that pledge on the radio when I was no more than 12 years old. He's taught me all my working.
And she's gonna go move in with a relative.
Our success.
What's that?
She's gonna move in with a relative.
So what's the issue? Yeah.
Well, she's gotta come up with $1,200 to rent to the end of May, because the relative didn't want her in there until she was all well.
Honesty, you want to feel
So she needs March, she needs April and May.
No. Her check comes in, she should have just got her check. So yeah, she needs, she paid March up to there, so she needs the rest of March
And April.
Okay.
windows, call us. You have our word.
Well, why should she need April? She's going to get her check.
She's got her check on the 1st or 2nd or something like
Okay.
that, but she's gotta pay for April, the end of March and then all April. Yeah.
Okay. And then she needs May too.
No, she's supposed to be moving into a relative.
But we're in April right now.
Right. So she
just got her check. Should that be
She hasn't paid it, and she's owing for.
I know she owes that, still that balance.
And the whole April, yeah, plus the late fee.
303-867-7000, 867-7000, Ideal Home Loans.
And she only got
Equal
just
opportunity lender
$1,100.
regulated by NMLS
I
136756.
think she's,
Terms and
they said
conditions apply.
1,200 right now, or something like that,
There will
what
be
she owes,
parties against sin and
with
family
the late
gatherings.
fees and
There'll
stuff.
be parades and sporting events and concerts to help
So
our
she-
communities when they come back
So
together.
her money she had spent,
Census now.
she
Spend a few minutes on
bought boxes and stuff to move, and all
No,
that.
I get it.
and education.
And
Respond online
and
today
rent.
to
And
make
rent. Do I have a
America's
waiver?
tomorrow brighter. Shape your future.
But at least she has a place to go. When I first talked to her, she said she didn't know what she was going to do.
Yeah, she has a
I'm
place.
David, Vice President of Optima
Kind
Tax
of back
Relief.
and forth.
You don't want to mess with the IRS. They have the power to garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts,
And
and
she got
even
sick,
take
so I
your
put her 2
business.
weeks
That's
behind.
So if her,
faithfully They're
rent
offering
is
a way out
1,100,
with fresh
and
start
she's
yesterday.
only going back to 1,000 and $1. Okay, so, but she's only, she's done with a part of 47. So she's getting,
Call 800-960-1575.
plus $147.
800-960-1575.
Plus food stamps, she gets, wow, yeah.
As schools close.
So she had bought some boxes and some storage unit, I guess, for her stuff.
Healthy and occupied. Consistency
How
and
much she
structure
really
calming
gets
during times of stress.
1,100, and a rent is a
Child Mind
I don't know how she
Institute,
can
top
work hard.
experts are coming together to offer free
I don't
guidance
either.
about how to effectively support our
And
children
just gas and
and their
maintenance,
home
you
during
know,
this crisis.
plus
Visit
administration.
childmind.org
I
for
think
resources,
people put off
and
on
daily Facebook Live sessions with child psychologists. Childmind.org.
So guys, there's no upkeep
Sponsored by
till guys.
Wisteria Credit Union.
That's
We got
true.
another beautiful spring day with a high of 71, down to 39 tonight, cooler tomorrow of 65, and snow by Easter. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
But you're right, John, that's
Just because we have to remain apart doesn't mean we can't pull together. Wisteria Credit Union is here to help members during this crisis.
This I need is 71-year-old that's
Email
disabled.
Wisteria.
Okay, against our better judgment, let's come back and do more of this.
Station available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Shannon's so
Now number
crooked.
one for podcasting. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino. You are a troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We are here to help you. Remember that. And we're talking now I think I got the story here, Margie, off the air from Daphne. You gave her a few more details. Let me get this straight. You were living at this place, paying your rent, and then you decided to move. You were supposed to move in March, and you were going to move in with a relative. Is that right, Margie?
Correct.
But you got sick and you couldn't, so therefore your relative says, well, wait until you're better. You can come and move in May instead of, April 1st. So therefore, you had paid partial rent in March because the landlord let you pay partial rent so you could live there up to the 26th. You also spent the rest of the money on packing and materials and supplies, so you live right down to the penny. So right now, the fact that you can't leave until the end of the month, the landlord is upset, wants you to pay not only the shortage for March, she wants you to pay for April, as you should, and she's going to slap on a late fee or a penalty. Is that right?
Correct. $10 per day, and what's on my door right now, they said that I have to come up with $1,203,
Now, here's what I want to know. Will she let you?
Pardon me?
Will your landlord let you pay
No.
pay for April to stay?
No.
Why?
They're not complying with me at all.
No. Why won't they let you stay at least through April if you pay for the rest of March and April? Why wouldn't they let you stay?
Mainly because I don't have $1,203.
I'm asking, what is the $1,200? What does that cover? Does that cover the shortage?
Okay, it's $194 for March.
Okay, gotcha.
Because
and then $1,100. Then $1,100 for your rent.
Correct.
Okay, if you paid that, would you be able to stay for this month and then move in with your relative May 1st?
Correct.
Okay, but you don't have the money.
No, I don't.
So what do they say? They say if you don't have the money, what? Don't you agree? Do you agree you should pay for April since you have to stay there?
Yes. But I was trying to get out of here. Gosh.
What's that?
My cell phone.
Okay, do you need to get that? I can put you on hold. We can come back to you. Go get it.
But that's okay.
Go get it. Oh, okay. I want to help you out here, Margie, but I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm trying to help. Who are you moving in with?
It would be my niece.
Okay, is that still on?
She's 65 years old, and she didn't want me around her because she was afraid.
But right now, though, she's all set for you to move in May 1st.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
But what did you expect the landlord to say to you?
Okay, when I called on the 3rd, I said, what do I owe you so I can stay here and finish packing and try and get my life together? And they said, we are not talking to you. You have to go through your attorney, which I do not have an attorney.
Right.
I have a representative from Medicaid. Her name is Terry, and she has been helping me try to get assistant living and try and help me out here.
How are they going to get you out of there before the end of the month? You're ready to leave. When will you be ready to leave? How long do you have to stay there?
Today is my first day that I've been out of bed.
Okay. Tell me how long you need, and when will your niece let you move in? The soonest she'll let you move in.
Probably it is. I'm not contagious anymore, but I don't know what this corona thing is.
I'm asking you a question, Margie. How long do you need?
In probably within 2 weeks.
Okay. Then why don't you just do it? Nobody's doing evictions. She can't get the sheriff to come over for an eviction. And you know if you go to an eviction hearing even, I don't even think she could get you out of there in 2 weeks if she wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what else.
She's threatening me.
Okay,
so.
Well, Deputy Doc, why don't you call her and give her some facts of life? Hold on. We're going to put you on hold, Margie, and call the landlord. Let's just give her some facts of life and say, look, we'll throw you a few $100 if you want, but here's the deal. You can't get her out anyway in 2 weeks. I mean, give the woman a break. You know what? I do. Now, Margie's the story I believe. We're going to check her out, but I believe her. 71 years old. Listen to her. She has nowhere to go. Well, she does have somewhere to go. That's the good news. But what I mean is she has nowhere to go for help. She can't hire an attorney. We're going to help her. But this is garbage. Okay, she's 71. She's on Medicaid. She's on Social Security. She has help, her niece. But just this few couple of weeks. Now, this is what I mean. You should play ball with people on this stuff. We can't talk to you. Call her, Deputy Death. Put that up. Put the number up there. On the chat. Thank you. Man, this sucks. This sucks. But you know what? I'm happy we're here. You heard that situation? We're going to help that woman. I tell you, we're going to help her. And I wish we could have helped those people yesterday. It just pisses me off. It just tell us the truth where you stand, and we'll try to do the best we can. 303-MARTINO, you can call 24/7. When we're on the air, 303-713-TALK. Of course, you can call 303-MARTINO when we're on the air, too. Or 303-713-TALK. We have more coming right up.
You're down.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino.
Oh, crap, did I not?
She was supposed to be out this last month, March 24th, but she went in the hospital. So now, when she got out of the hospital, she's starting to pack up. She had to 5 boxes and everything, but they're charging her $10 a day for being late. So she owes like $1,200 to the end of March, end of April.
Yeah, man, do what you want. It's okay.
No, I can't. They're so pissed at me.
Well, I mean, come on, dude. You're in church.
Both sides of the roadway there as well. The weather forecast, sunny today, nice with a high of 73. Tonight, clear overnight, low of 41. Tomorrow, sunny again, a high near 68. Right now, just a few clouds and 63. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bars.
Sweet and salty bars from Nature Valley are a perfect combination.
All right, man, 10 away to a 30 fuller.
So take a moment for yourself out here. Every last bite. Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Bars. Now available in minis.
John Fuller, still in business. John Fuller, an attorney at law, your expert when it comes to traffic accidents, auto accidents, big rigs hit you, or a motorcycle, a problem with a cyclist. If you're a cyclist, whatever it is, if you have a personal injury, if it moves, you need to call John Fuller. Honest to God, this guy is still at full power. Don't let your rights go, please. If it was a previous accident, you can still process it. If something just happened, yes, he is still taking cases on the phone. He can do FaceTime if you want. He can do Zoom. He can do anything you need, docu-signing. Everything can be done remotely, negotiating for a settlement. John Fuller, Fuller Mall, 303-597-4500.
Thank you.
Now 10 teens go to college.
Seriously?
Medical expenses can cost retirees over $170,000.
Seriously?
Nearly 3/4 of people over 65 will need long-term care.
Seriously?
I think the doctor is going to call.
Yeah, I'm getting numbers, I'm copying numbers down.
Okay.
Seriously.
If you didn't plan for it,
You can't carry that laptop with you.
Yeah.
Edelman Financial Injury.
I just, not that you have to. I don't give a shit.
All right, Master Rooter, these are the guys that are great plumbers with great pricing. Please write this number down, 720-434-3406. They can do everything from a simple toilet or a new toilet install, any kind of leaks you're having, all the way up to full-blown sewer replacements. They can do new faucets. You get the idea. They give great discounts. 720-434-3406. Just write it down. 24/7 emergency service. 720-434-3406.
Imperial Chinese is one of the top restaurants in Denver, serving high-quality food since 1985. They pride themselves on creating mouth-watering dishes such as their signature Peking duck, grilled Colorado raccoon, and all-white meat sesame chicken. Imperial always uses fresh
I don't know,
produce,
man.
and it's cheap, and they cook each dish to
What do
satisfy
you
your
think?
taste.
Well, Dr. Freeze,
The restaurant is closed, you can still call ahead for easy pickup at 303-698-2800.
What is he saying?
we missed the whole call.
Oh, you ready? Are you there? I'll tell you. You ready? Okay. And she's a 71-year-old woman living alone. She makes $1,100 a month on Social Security. She's on medicated food stamps. She doesn't have an extra penny for anything. She's a good woman. She paid her rent. But in March, her niece said, you can move in with me. Let's live together. In March, she was planning to move. She paid partial rent for March. The landlord agreed. She got sick, went into the hospital, intensive care. They thought she had COVID. She didn't. Even though she couldn't breathe, she had a fever, all the symptoms. She was sick for 3 weeks. Now the niece says, okay, you can move in. Now you can move in that you're better, but it's going to take her a couple weeks to get ready. The landlord says, we're evicting you. We want you to pay the rest of March and all of April, which she should pay, right? But she says she doesn't have the money. The partial rent she paid for March, the rest of the money she paid for moving supplies, she's moving in with her niece. I believe her. She sounds like a sweetheart. I do. Me too. But the landlord may not let her. So.
If you sign something, the governor signed it yesterday. You can't evict people right now.
Okay, well, that's the case. Guess what? That's great. I want to know about that. Can you get me a link?
Well, it's not that they're letting her stay to the end of May. It's just that she's got to come up with the money for it.
Well, you're not letting her stay.
Well,
They're not letting her stay. They said they're evicting her.
no, her Medicaid person said she doesn't have to.
They did tell her.
Her Medicaid person did say that, but she's got to come up with some money though.
Oh.
Special, no interest financing. Call for details.
And they're charging her $10 a day extra for being late.
Beautiful energy efficient windows, Everlast siding, the best siding in the world, and Provia entry doors, the best products at the best prices ever. 50% off. Yes, half price. Virtual appointments available. Make your own at khwindows.com. K&H will work for you, keeping your health and safety in mind. Schedule a private virtual appointment at khwindows.com. 303-421.
Here you go, fellas.
Excelroofing.com. 303-761-6400.
630 KHAL, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, it's Tom Martino. You are a troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, to answer questions, to take complaints, to make your life a little easier. We're talking to the not the trailer park, but the landlord right now about helping that woman to pay the rest of her money.
I don't think that landlord can evict her. Yesterday, the governor signed an executive order extending D 2020-0112, which limits evictions, foreclosures, and public disconnections. If she only needs a couple weeks to move in, Tom, I don't think this landlord can do a damn thing.
You know, I don't either. I really don't. And I said that. I told her, I think, just stay there. What's the big deal? But we're going to talk to the landlord and make sure of that. 303-713-TALK. Blaine wants to give us an update on the Comcast call. What was that Comcast call about, Blaine?
Yeah, hi, Tom. Thanks for everything.
Yes, sir.
Comcast. Yeah, after Daphne posted something on Comcast, an agent called me within an hour. He walked me through some things, and he still sent a tech out, and the tech finished up. I was good to go within about 3 hours.
Good. What was the original, what was the call, the problem?
It was just bad advice from agents, you know, when you call in.
Yeah, what kind of, go ahead. Why was it bad advice?
Well, they want you to do this and that, and I didn't have the right service for what he was trying to tell us to do. I had something with a DMHI or whatever the hell it is.
Oh,
cable.
I see.
Yeah.
So all you needed was a switch, and you were getting a runaround?
Yeah, I just needed all I needed to do was unplug that cable, and
all right,
and that was it. But the guy said it'd be a month with all this virus going around.
Okay, I'm happy we were able to help. Thank you. You see, we help in all kinds of things, Tom. I mean, thanks for letting us know, Blaine. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, here's the thing.
Tom, that was actually Suzanne that did the legwork on that, not me.
Great. Okay, Suzanne is working her tail off on books and behind the scenes solving problems. Deputy Dan's over here, Deputy Doc. We have Deputy Slim. You know, I forget to mention everyone, Deputy Clint. And they lost a family member. Of course, they haven't. Well, no, Clint's on today, I see. They lost a family member. Yeah, they did. He had some compromised health, and he died. He just couldn't fight. He was putting up a fight and then had a heart attack or two, I think. It's terrible. Okay, so, Ryan. What's going on, Ryan?
Hi, Tom.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on is, yesterday, they put this 5G pole up right out front of my building. And
what does it look like?
Yesterday, it looks like almost like they were building a traffic light is what I thought initially they were doing.
Yeah. They're very strange.
Like a pole.
They're not big towers.
No, they're not. It's probably it's like as big as a 3-story building.
Now
right
sometimes they do put lights on them. Sometimes, but yours is just plain.
Yeah, right now it's just plain. The top of it is still kind of covered with like a tarp or plastic or something.
Yeah, and then you're going to see 3 flat dishes up there. Yeah. So anyway, what's going on?
My concern is that yesterday I woke up and I went to go out to my car, which was parked right next to it, and it was making this noise, and it was pretty loud. At first, it sounded like a hairdryer was. It sounds like the air's blowing out of it or something. It's making a loud noise.
I didn't know they did cooling. Did it sound like a cooling fan or something?
No, it sounds more like the humming of your refrigerator when it's really loud.
Yeah. So like how loud? You couldn't hear it until you were right under it, right?
No, I heard it when I first went outside. I just didn't realize what it was. I just heard somebody was getting out of the shower.
So wait, is it a nuisance? Is that what you're saying? Is it a nuisance?
I imagine it is for the people right out there. I don't hear it when I'm in my apartment, but as soon as I open the door, I hear it, and it's loud.
Could you do me a favor? Can you record a little of it?
Yeah, I'll go walk.
Or wait, are you on your phone? Can you walk to it now and just hold your phone up?
Yeah, I'm heading there right now.
Yeah, I want to hear what you're talking about, really. This would be good. He's saying that this 5G pole is making noise. We got to figure out who put it in there. It might just make noise. I never heard of them humming before. If anyone else has, give us a call if you have one outside or near your home. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on.
You want to hear the wording of this order on evictions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What does it
So
say?
it says the governor talking. I direct the executive directors and Department of Local Affairs and the Department of Regulatory Agencies to work with property owners and landlords to identify any lawful measure to avoid removing or executing eviction procedures against tenants or mobile homeowners without cause or as a result of late or non-payment. Until April 30th, and I believe that's been extended, but it's at least till April 30th. So going back to her, I don't think that landlord can do anything.
Okay, we need to tell Deputy Doc that. Can you sneak out and tell Deputy Doc that tell that landlord
I'm going to send this to you. Give it to Doc.
Yeah, we want to tell him just real quick that there's a governor's order that they can't evict even if they wanted to. 303-703.
Yeah, well, they could. Let me clarify something. They can't for non-payment. If they're making crack in your house, you can evict them.
Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah. Now, Ryan, is he still there?
I'm getting him back right now.
Okay, he was going to go out to that pole and let us hear the sound.
I think that when he put it up to the pole, it dropped the call.
No, you think? This 5G pole outside his building is making a noise.
Got him.
Okay, let's hear it. Is he there, Ryan?
Yeah, it's Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I walked up to the pole and as soon as I got to the pole, it dropped the call.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not the noise. Are you playing?
No,
Okay.
I went back inside because
I think Ryan's playing.
didn't know what was.
All right.
No, sorry, I'm walking back out there right
playing.
now.
Okay, go walk out there again. Try it again. Stop, Shannon. Listen. Shannon, are you playing any? You're not doing that.
That's his dogs.
Oh, his dogs
that
are really
sounds like a dog.
I thought Shannon was doing that to make fun.
I don't have dogs.
I thought you were doing sound effects, Shannon. Those were your dogs, bro. Brian.
Yeah.
Those were your dogs. Wait.
No, in the apartments next to me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, no sound effects. I want to hear the real deal.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, hold on. Hold it up. I hear a humming.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a hairdryer.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it sounds like something. I hear something for sure. Now, yeah, that's it?
Sounds like a vibration.
That's a plane. Anyway, so what, Ryan, who put it up there? Does it have any identification at all?
It says Verizon on it.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's call Verizon.
And then the city workers put it up a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago, and when they did, it was weird. They would just come by at night, drop these no parking signs that didn't have these times on them at like 6 o'clock at night, and then by 8 o'clock in the morning, there's a guy out there, and he's writing all kinds of tickets to everybody that's parked out there. And this is a miss when they're telling us to stay home and everything, so people aren't going out to their cars regularly like they were, and there's no street sweeping yet.
Oh, I see. So people are getting hurt. The ticketed, billed, all of that crap.
It was no one in my building because I was on top of it, but I didn't know whose cars were still out there. But
let's listen. You need to give Daphne the exact location. We're going to call somebody at Verizon and ask about the noises of those things. And geez, I used to know people building those towers, but I don't know if they do those little towers like that. We'll find out, okay? We're going to do some research. So thanks for calling on that. Give Daphne some information on where it is. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
You rock. Thank you.
Now.
That was funny. Nope, his dogs, man.
Yeah.
Sponsored by American Financing.
Essential travel is still allowed across the metro area as
We'll do a Lazar in a minute.
Look at page 2, the top one, it shows up.
Okay. Doc's mate, he's calling right now.
Yeah, but he should read this before he calls.
Okay.
But yes, it is.
Affairs and instituted rear board.
You said it's on page 2?
Be aware. Still some delays on the turnpike both directions between Federal and Pecos due to construction work. The left lane blocked off both directions of that stretch. Weather forecast going to be sunny and beautiful today with a high of 73.
It's just it doesn't really say you can't do it.
Your impact traffic and weather. I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
American Financing.
It sure does say.
Big Joe.
Mortgage process online anytime, anywhere, and your mortgage
Any
pre-qualified.
lawful measure to
Instantly.
avoid
Today,
removing
6957000 or online at American
Okay,
Financing.
the executive director also works for them.
Regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
They want them to work with them, dude.
Tom Martino for Joe Lazara, attorney at law, and I urge you, if you need help with any crime, Joe Lazara. You know what? People are doing DUIs. They're still doing them. And if you get popped with a DUI, it's just as serious now. You don't get any special dispensation. In fact, any kind of a crime or accusation or people with shoplifting, that has been up. Don't do it, obviously. You can prevent these crimes. You can get a designated driver or whatever. But being accused of a crime, I'm not going to preach to you. I'm just going to refer you to Joe Lazara, a serious attorney who can help you and will tenaciously fight for you. He can do everything remotely for you right now. Don't let time go by if you're charged with anything. 303-429-6200. Everything is flat rate priced. He's also now, of course, doing personal injury for clients. If you know people who have been injured and they know Joe, Joe will help them out. 303-429-6200, LazaraLegal.com.
Awesome, thank you.
We're happy to remain. Goofy Douglas, remember him from Tom Louise and now from the...
I sent you an order from the governor.
You know what? She can't evict. She can't be evicted. I want to get that old woman on. I like her. I want to talk to her, Dad.
We're doing our best to do social distancing, but if your roof...
I just spoke to her. Was she?
Yeah.
303-944-8267. You can call Guardian Roofing to set
Yeah.
up a one-on-one meeting with them at their showroom, or they'll come...
Hey, does this answer is kind of echoey or anything, or what'd you say about Facebook?
I'll go ask her, but I think it's fine.
Okay.
So I want you to call Guardian Roofing today at 303-944-1867 or online at helpfixmyroof.com. And be sure to tell them Michael Brown sent you.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Pro.
And like the rest of her money, she's going to pay someone to move it too.
Big Lou is intimately
Yeah, I'd rather help pay for the mover than give this fucking guy late payments he's not even supposed to be taking.
Policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per
Yeah,
month. Big Lou may have
Yeah, he's right.
previous policies as well.
So what's the status, Doc?
They're gonna leave her alone.
They are.
Are they charging keeping her the late fees, or?
I didn't say,
We'll fight that afterwards. Let's get her on.
Okay.
I'm charging my doorbell.
tell Daphne to get on.
Daphne, we want to get that woman back. The old woman.
Margie.
Roger that.
Big Lou at 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
Don't miss out on some of the all-time lowest interest rates. You can still buy or refi with Ideal Home Loans, safely, remotely, securely, locally owned and operated. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I don't take my recommendations lightly. Brent Ivinson started Ideal in Colorado just about 20 years ago, and he's more committed than ever to doing loans at the lowest rates and costs in the market because he controls the entire process and loans his own money. As a direct mortgage lender, he has a streamlined process that can be done entirely online and on the phone. Get started today at 303-867-7000 or idealhomeloans.com. Brent urges you to shop for your loan. He simply wants a shot at your business because he knows he can make you a better deal. And all it takes on your part is a phone call. 303-867-7000. Everything to gain. For your next ideal home loan, idealhomeloans.com. 303-867-7000.
Do you know you might be overpaying for your Medicare supplement plan? Do you get lost in the non-commitment maze of plans like A, B, C, D, and G? Ask. Would you like help getting out of the maze and finding the very best plan for you? We are experienced Medigap agents at Health IQ, and we are on a mission to give people like you fair and square Medigap rates. Health IQ is the only insurance agency that rewards seniors proactively working on their health, like eating right and exercising. You don't have to be an athlete to save money. We reward healthy lifestyles of all kinds. Do you take your vitamins and supplements? Do you stay active and in the know about things that impact your health? If so, you could save money with Health IQ.
Tom?
Yes.
Let's talk you out of a Simply Floors
and insurance. Go to healthiq.com/medical to start saving.
Yeah. Sure.
10 away to a short Simply Floors.
IQ.com/MEDIGAP. Health IQ is an agency of insurance carriers and Medicare affiliation.
You're up.
It's not available in our counties or cases.
SimplyFloorsInc.com, still doing business. Buddy Mitchell and Karen are part of a buying group. They can buy things cheaper right off the bat than most stores, and they can keep up with the big box stores. They pass the savings on to you with the best installers in the business. Now, they are an essential business in some cases. You can visit SimplyFloorsInc.com for more information. You can even order now at special deals and get it installed later. It's up to you, SimplyFloorsInc.com.
In these unprecedented times, we're all in this together. Here at Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance, we want our customers and community to know, as an essential service provider, we remain open and dedicated to serving
Okay,
our
not back on. You guys have some
agents and adjusters are servicing business differently during these times. With many person-to-person contact, we all
Okay. Yeah. I know. Okay.
That's CFBinsurance.com.
Keeping your W goes out.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Dan Caplis impact your ride to the house this afternoon at 4.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over.
Here you go, guys.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, we are here to help you solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints, and we have a follow-up now. Let's get do we have the only woman back? She's back. Margie, 71 years old, lives alone. She's recently made a deal to move in with her niece. That's going to be nice. Are you and your niece going to share expenses, Margie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to help a lot. And also, anyway, you thought you were going to move in the middle of March. You paid partial for March, and you got sick in the hospital. Everyone thought it was COVID. You had all the symptoms. You're better now. And however, you didn't move because you got sick. And now you're delayed a few weeks. And your landlord's saying you got to pay for March. Obviously, you didn't pay all of it. And you have to pay for all of April because you're not out yet. And then they said they're going to charge you late fees and penalties. Now, I thought all of that was signed an executive order, no evictions for non-payment, and no penalties, no late fees. Deputy Doc, you called the landlord. Hold on, let me put up your mic here. Go ahead.
I spoke to Teresa, who is one of the, I'm not sure what she is.
Yes.
But she said she won't discuss any details of individual tenants, but she understands that they can't evict her, and she wouldn't let me talk to Julie, who's the manager, but she understands that she cannot evict Margie. That's all she would say.
Okay, Margie, I would say you go about your business. You get packed up. You get ready to go. And who's moving you?
I don't know at this time. I'm trying to call my son. He's in Grand Junction. Hopefully he'll be back to help me move with some of his friends. But if not, he's stuck up in Grand Junction with this corona stuff.
I'll tell you what. Let's find out, Margie. Let's get somebody from our referral list to help you move, and we can cover expenses. Can we do that for you, Margie?
I would love it. Thank you so much. That would relieve me so much.
We're going to do that for you, Margie, because you do sound like you need help. You sound like just the kind, when I see just the kind of situation we want to help with, it's because you're doing something to better your situation. You're moving in with your niece. You're consolidating expenses. Everything you're doing is logical.
And now, Tom, she told us that Teresa was being very rude and threatening. And I told her if that occurs again, to call us immediately, and we would deal with Teresa.
So that property manager was being nasty to you?
Absolutely. She was screaming at me yesterday on the phone.
What?
I mean, I couldn't even put into words, like, can I give you partial payment?
Did you tell her you were
no,
sick?
I'm paying. Yeah, I told her. I said, this is the first day I have been out of bed. I have been in bed for 3 weeks with this junk.
Goodness.
With nebulizers.
Do you need anything, Margie? Margie, do you need anything? Are you out of anything?
I got food stamps. I just Everybody said don't go to the store.
Margie,
because
where are
I
you
get this
located?
virus.
Wait a minute. What part of town are you located?
I'm in Lakewood.
Lakewood. Leave your information with Daphne. You want us to pick you up some groceries?
I would love it.
What,
Yes.
No, seriously. Would you get?
Yes.
Daphne's going to get in touch with you, and we're going to get a list of what you need. We don't need your food stamps this time. We'll just do this as a treat. Now listen. Make a list of what you need. Your address.
Somebody to help me move.
And somebody to help. We're going to help you. Okay. So Margie, hang on. Daphne, here's what we want, Daph. Find out about how much stuff she has and what kind. We need to find somebody on the referral list that can help her move, and then we're going to get her some groceries. Now, any deputies out there, we're going to be going to Lakewood again. We're going to put our deputy patrol in force.
And Tom, I have a list of deputies that have already sent us emails.
Excellent. And then we can go and get that food, and we can pay for that food. And we also have those gift certificates from you-know-who for King Soopers. We're in shape.
Rates are like a awesome lately.
So Daphne, we have the Frankie gift certificates, $100 from King Soopers. That's what we can use to buy, and then we can arrange this. Yes.
Sir, I'm talking to both you guys at the same time, though. But Mark, probably not, and Tom, whatever you say.
What did Mark want to know?
Take aim. Oh, he wanted to get rid of the rejoin liners. Is that right, Mark?
We're up, Mark. He wants to get rid of rejoin.
Why do you think that's happening?
Doc, I got to get more Coke. I forgot to get some.
Don't worry about rejoiners.
Oh, I'm going to get it.
What are rejoiners? What was? Oh, okay.
Bingo. There you
That's
go.
cheap pay right there.
Hey, be better. That's what I tell people all the time. Don't be sorry. Just be better.
There you go, Shannon. Where's the live by?
Take aim.
Anybody want any food?
This is Denver's talk station with Tom Martino.
Stephanie says, "Do you feed them?" I said, "They don't want me to." I'm good. And what do you have?
Well, I just had an egg this morning. The eggs and nuts. I had a chili, I had a croissant. It's a croissant.
I make this then. I didn't want to get in front of you, but please, I'm willing to buy it. No, I'm willing to go out and get anything you guys want.
Oh, I agree.
That we're looking at, it's an act of what society actually does.
It's the CBD will get me by. I slept better last night.
Did you love that or what?
Yesterday.
Yeah, so I slept better last night, but the night before was terrible.
So that stuff seeing an uptick in cases and health officials saying hospitals still could stand.
I feel a little tingling, but then it kind of goes off.
Prime Minister Boris Johnson remains in the hospital ICU fighting symptoms of COVID-19. He is stable, he's in good spirits. Yes, he needed oxygen to assist in breathing, but otherwise he was managing well on his own.
They're really bashing WHO, the World Health Organization. Really bad. Well, first of all, they said every time they do such a good job getting all the information, and they come out to find the person that had the WHO was trying to really put up for the job.
We can produce upwards to 1 to 2,000.
Oh, terrible. In fact, they could have got it 2 months earlier. They originally, but in December they were still saying it couldn't be caught from animal. It could only be caught from animal to human, not human to human.
Shapeways website has a link allowing the public
That was a big deal.
equipment to protect
How did they even trace it to the animal?
COVID-19.
That's, yeah.
How do you even do that?
Supermarket chain Kroger is trying something new.
Oh, I looked on
in its grocery stores one way.
UV sanitizer. They haven't done a test. They haven't got an official test out.
A woman in Michigan is living through her second
COVID-19. We're still COVID-19. We're still testing it. The big work on hers.
During the 1918 pandemic,
Right, and the wavelength. The wavelength is a big thing. You got to be at 254 nanometers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a big deal. So using speed, it's not A and B doesn't do it, but it's also very hard in the eyes. You really got to watch your eyes go around. What's the duration of it? It really depends upon the distance. Right. And there, so, yeah. And there's so many variables. Yes, there is a lot of variables.
To us, as it is to you.
and we're in this.
So they said someone knows Juan, that's their prediction. We can do it for 10 seconds.
Before you start looking for homes, you need to look for a mortgage lender to get
So I say the big thing is,
offer on a house and you have lender pre-approval. The seller is more likely to take your offer seriously. And remember, shop around. Talk to several mortgage lenders to find the best deal.
These are challenging times, and
if they're calling me,
is here to help. If you need mortgage assistance, contact their team 24/7.
We're going to talk here.
From
No,
their home
my
to
phone
you,
wasn't
the team
working
at
at
Perfect
all.
Mortgage is with you. KRFX HD2 Denver.
K-How News Time, 11:03.
Stay-at-home orders are being
I
extended
got a
in
great,
Denver in the
see, I got 5 bars here.
crisis. Denver's until the end of the month.
Yeah, I see mobile.
Says despite the differences, it
This is the highest I've ever seen it.
I'll tell you what, I can't make the right my performance on this network.
say those orders
Put
could be
those
rolled
two
back
together.
or extended again depending on the
I've never had a problem with
But
Verizon.
there is some hope while the number of
Here?
cases in Colorado.
And now I'm calling you when you get in.
Oh, I love, I love.
Also, we've seen that the cases every day seem to be increasing, but not at an exponential rate. We also seen cases potentially plateauing in the hospital.
That's what I say too, is New York is really coming down a lot faster than they ever anticipated. And you know, Cuomo was asking for, what, 20,000 ventilators? Yeah. Now he said he has enough. Well, that's good news. Well, it is good news, but he was making such a big racket about it. Yeah, because he was really alarmist. He's alarmist, exactly. It says here,
Well, so was the asshole in the one in LA who said that 56% were to come down with it.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
Newsom? Governor Newsom?
No, well,
Only that was the mayor?
Turnpike, if
I don't know.
between Federal and Pecos. Check your email. Both directions.
Yeah.
And on the south end of town, still seeing some delays on the eastbound side of C-470, mainly between Broadway and University. Again, CDOT.
And today's supposed to be 72 degrees.
Look at the forecast. Sunny, nice today. The high of 73. Right now.
This makes it hard to, this is April 7th at 12:30 this morning. New York sees the largest single jumping death.
Who is this?
Well, it must be the case.
Wait a minute.
Animators, architects.
What were they doing? What were they doing? They had canceled a while ago.
No, they didn't. I kept them.
Oh.
That's why I don't see a way in the world we're going to keep them.
Oh, I see.
Well, 378,000 people in the U.S. were diagnosed with COVID-19.
Just let me know.
Hey, Dave,
Okay.
it's Ant. So you guys know, back in 1 minute. Down by a very serious injury or the wrongful death of a loved one. And because my firm accepts righteous cases on a percentage fee basis, we're able to represent good people from all walks.
Okay, so now it's working. Doc, hey, nice, long time. I don't know what's going on here. I tried calling Monty 3 times, and it would ring once and then it would disconnect.
Feel free to give me a call at 303.
And she's blocking that.
So, well, I can say block you the second time.
That's DaveDouglasLaw.com.
Go with the short name. Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400.
iHeartRadio wants to help without you.
Tom, Mark, here we go. We're going to do that.
Here it goes.
10 seconds.
200. You'll get a confirmation text today.
Shannon just stepped around an hour today.
That's cash. So 200, 200.
All right, here we go, guys. We're back. You guys hear me?
Mute.
I got you.
Both up.
The Troubleshooter.
Hello, Tom Martino here. You're welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, to answer questions, to take complaints, and to make your life just a little easier. All you have to do is call 303-MARTINO-24/7 or 303-713-TALK. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on the iHeartRadio app, live on KHOW, live on Cardio in Colorado Springs, and others. So welcome. If you're listening at any time, you can call 303-MARTINO. Do we have Dr. Jason Markle still with us from Centeno Schultz? Daphne, is he still there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dr. Markle. I wanted to I wanted to tell people that CentennoSchultz.com or AvoidSurgeryToday.com. You're still taking inquiries. You're doing telemedicine. You can pretty well evaluate people with imagery. They wanted to know.
Correct.
This one emailer wants to know if they're eligible for stem cell. They want to do a consultation. They want to know how recent do the images have to be. Now, I don't know about that, but I do know this. Even if they're old and they have a problem, then you know what I'm saying. I mean, do you care?
It gives us an idea for sure.
Yeah.
So, regardless of how old it is, based off their examination and history, we can get a good idea.
But before treatment, would you verify if it was more than a certain, like 5 years or 2 years or 3, or do you have a time limit at all?
Most likely. There's no time limit. It all depends on if their symptoms have changed or if, based off their examination, we're finding some things that are concerning, like, hey, let's make sure it's nothing more pressing that needs to be evaluated further.
Okay. What are you doing as far as treatment then? When will you be able to treat, or when did you stop treating?
So we stopped treating about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Now, what's the and about 3 weeks ago? Why isn't it essential if it's pain relief or something? Is it what? Is it like what?
It's from the government standpoint, they've categorized things that are life-saving or limb-saving as emergent. So, unfortunately, pain, while it's very debilitating and limiting, it's not life-saving.
This Mark.
Okay. So. Anyway, let's talk.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Can you take Mark down right now, guys? His mic's on and he's on the phone with somebody. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so Dr. Markle, again, they want to know when do you think you'll be doing treatments again, and do you have a backlog?
We do have a backlog, but as early as probably next week, we can potentially get it start back up. If someone were to schedule, we could probably get them in the next several weeks.
Okay.
But that's all depending on if Governor Paulus extends the timeline for elective procedures. Right now, the timeline is scheduled to elapse on the 14th next week.
So that wasn't extended with the stay-at-home?
Correct. As far as we know, that was not extended at this point. But things are very fluid from a day-to-day standpoint.
No, we got you. I know they are. All right. Well, we appreciate it. I'll check back with you with other emails, and let's talk to David. David, what's happening?
Hey, Tom. Quick question. I haven't got any takeout yet with this virus, and I was wondering if you folks had any insight when you bring it home, how hot you should heat it up to kill any potential virus.
Okay, so Deputy Doc, what is the answer?
Between 140 and 140 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. And just, washing your hands in warm water is no different than cold water. The heat doesn't kill the virus. It's a scrubbing action and the soap itself that kills the virus. So if it's for takeout food, 140, 150 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so you take it out, you put it in your container, which I would have sprayed with isopropyl and let it air dry. I'd put the food in, put it in and then heat it to that, and then you got it. But it's good to have precautions. Again, speaking of precautions, thanks for the call. Speaking of precautions, one thing I can't emphasize enough: face masks in and of themselves are not adequate. They are not. They will slow down the disease, no doubt. But you are going to contaminate your home with this mask. If anything on it, every 15 minutes, that's why you should have two. Every 15 minutes, you take it off. This is if it's a cloth or a hand homemade, not the regular face mask. If it is, you will take it off, you will spray it with isopropyl alcohol or alcohol, and let it set and air dry. Put the other one on while you're waiting, and then, but more than 15 minutes out, you're crazy. You got to exchange them. And I also came up
with the best immunoformula. Oh man, I found some of the best stuff on Amazon for boosting the immune system, and that's at any time. And I'm going to be going over that today. So hang on. Tom, welcome to the show. I know you've been waiting a while, but it's important. I hope you hung on. Tom?
How you doing, Tom?
Hey, good. Thanks for hanging with me. What's going on, man?
Went to Safeway this morning on 6th and Corona about 7:30 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days that Safeway has their 2-hour period for senior citizens.
Yeah.
It's from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And while I was at the store, I observed at least a half a dozen people in the store who were well under the age of 50.
Well, why were they doing that? If it's senior hours, why were they doing it?
In addition to that, they had an employee at the door who was observing these people walking in. Why he did not stop them and tell them to come back after 9 o'clock is beyond me.
Well, that sucks. I mean, seniors have it tough enough. Yeah.
And not only that, but I walked through that store. Every millennial that was in that store, not one of them had a mask on. All of the senior citizens did. I was up at Queen Supers last week on a Monday.
Yep.
And they had an employee at the front door who was turning away anybody under the age of 50.
Did they ever remodel Queen Super, or is it still the same old?
Well, they try to remodel it, but there's only so much they can do with that store. It's just not very big.
Yeah.
They tried, but yeah, it's an inadequate store for the neighborhood. So it's a Safeway on 6th and Corona. But it's the only places to shop other than Trader Joe's over on 7th and Logan.
Right.
Tom, I don't like these businesses that aren't wearing a mask. We went to Famous Dave's on Saturday to pick up curbside. Half of them had masks, half didn't. I don't like it at all.
Well, first of all, now, speaking of masks, okay, not everyone knows how to get a mask, nor do they even have the ability to make one. Clint is on. I know, Clint, where are my masks? You were going to get me some masks. And also, DAP, that company that we gave, I ordered some. We paid. Mark, did you get yours yet?
I did not, and I'll tell you what, I'm calling them today because I went out of my way and paid for 2 days shipping, and it's been way longer.
And Daff, do you know where ours are?
I know. I got mine.
Yeah,
You
well,
should
how
have
the hell
gotten
did you
yours.
get yours and we didn't get ours? What company is that? Is that the one? Did you get the plastic one, the cool one?
No, the XPA.
That's
gear.
the one I ordered from.
Well, at the same time, we remember that Colorado National Guard put in at almost exactly the same time.
Yeah, but come on, he said he would take care of us. We're the ones that put him out.
Yeah, he said yours went out. So you know what? I have Jason's, the president's phone number. I'll give him a call.
By the way, XPA, that's X-Ray Papa Alpha Gear, xpagear.com. They were making sports masks, right? So they were fit. They were like ready to do this, and they're actually making an antimicrobial, and it's a good-looking mask. Is it well made there, Daff?
It is. It's cloth, and I just thought what was really cool is there's a scripture inside.
Oh,
1 Peter
really?
5:7. Cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. I thought that was sweet.
I didn't know they were thumpers. Bible
I didn't know
thumper.
either.
That's okay. So anyway, the face masks are pretty good quality, and I ordered a number of them. So check on Mark's and ours. Mark's did 2-day shipping. Anyway, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We got a lot to talk about. Hang on. Scott, I know you want to talk about some water stuff. Then we have more from CentenoSchultz.com or AvoidSurgeryToday.com. This hour brought to you by the Real CBD. Real CBD, thatworks.com. That's Panacea Life Sciences for pain, anxiety, and they're up and running, 25% off products if you use Tom in the promo code, and they're selling hand sanitizer, CBD hand sanitizer. That is great. It's available right now on Real CBD, realcbdthatworks.com. So
Clear. Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you should be.
Tom, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here.
You have a K&H home and window. It's a loan coming up here in about a minute.
Okay.
What work can do for your space, visit us at
And by the way, even if we don't answer you, we hear you because you're piped through the house. No matter what, we hear you.
Okay, gotcha. Our stores. However, if you're looking for a great do-it-yourself project, maybe a dash
There was a pizza good on Friday?
you could still visit us online at cartoys.com. Anyway, stay safe. Let's keep helping each other out. And if you want to learn more
They're out of this, they shut down?
with smart technology,
Stagecoach and, yeah.
Wait, Stagecoach in Franktown?
Yeah.
Mark, I thought they were doing takeout.
Rest assured.
You mean they close, you think?
Peace of mind with Plumline Plumbing.
All right, can we have a 15-second sound?
Okay.
If someone gave you a quote for drain repairs, let Plumline give you a true second opinion, free from a company that values excellence, ethics.
All right, here we go. K&H Home and Window Lawn.
K&H Home Solutions, they are offering a deal, oh my goodness, 50% off. The best siding in the world. Now, I can't believe this deal. Because of the virus and wanting to keep their crews working, can you believe this? The best siding in the world, 50% off, half price. And that's a real deal. They didn't mark it up. This is 50% off their already low prices. Plus, 50% off windows and doors. Seriously, if you need to get work done, take advantage of this. They're going beyond CDC guidelines and taking care of all of that. You'll love the way they do business. KHWindows.com or call them, 303-421-7100. 50% off. You've never had a deal like this with the best products, and I mean the best siding. You can soak this stuff in water and pelt it with hail, and nothing will happen to it. 303-421-7100, KHWindows.com.
And important. All right, you are clear.
Shopping for a car from the comfort of your home has never been easier. Many dealers have tools on their website to value your trade, choose your payment, and
Not after long.
I know, I've been timing him down.
Are you looking for crazy good
You better stop, Watson.
You need my friends at Levisi Motors, Chevrolet, Lexus, Lamborghini, Mercedes, Audi, and more at big savings. Visit MAALIAI-Motors.com.
Looking to sell your used Rolex watch? We buy and sell pre-owned Rolex watches, all styles, from old to new. Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthew's Fine Watches and Jewelry. Bring in your Rolex watch and we'll buy it on the spot. Matthews, located in Highlands Ranch, serving Colorado since 1950.
I used to like try to.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? You need health insurance, and SelectQuote can help you get it at a price you can afford.
SelectQuote found
But we got to go with what we're doing. We can buy the TV show.
$500,000 policy for only
It's different in the
$19 a
studio
month.
because nothing's aimed at anything. We're right here.
SelectQuote found Tanya.
But I don't want to talk to you about that now.
A 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $32 a
I
month.
address you, we address it, and you guys come up and we evolve or any, or just as relief now and then. But in order to do that, what we should do is if you watch me, like, you know, let's say I don't refer to you guys for a while, and it's been a one-shot too long, I'll do this. And then I'll just, when you soon get that, I know there's a little bit delay, but I think it'll be good. I'm trying to look more like a switch shot. And then when one side by side, it's always need one shot.
Your premium could vary depending on your health.
He should be a little tighter.
Not available in all states.
Cooney Honda Auto Repair is here to serve you during these difficult times. Our
Now
clean
listen,
and comfortable
I have a lot of
services
headspace,
open
but
Monday through
that
Saturday
headspace,
from
I think
7:30
is
a.m. to
just a
5
backup.
p.m.
There's not a
Call
lot.
and schedule your appointment online. Brent Ivins at Ideal Home Loans. Talk about how you can help home buyers.
Ideal Home Purchase Plan is an all-encompassing roadmap to buying your next home.
So I'll do it. I just thought you wanted to
Oh, just research for your next
Diet
home.
Coke is fine.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
You guys.
Very easy.
No, I know exactly.
Equal opportunity lender rating.
The only thing,
Gentlemen.
36756 Ignitions Hall for 445 Over 25 years of lifting, sinking concrete across the Front Range. Brian again with advanced mud jacking. Traditional techniques that last, guaranteed. Advanced mud jacking. 303-441 or advanced mud jacking.
And then go.
This report is sponsored by Upwork, when you need in-demand talent on demand.
We've got another beautiful spring day with a high of 71, down to 39 tonight, cooler tomorrow. Back in 30, gentlemen. Hello, by Easter. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31, going weather.
Upwork has the world's largest network of proven independent professionals, and I have an alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. You get the point. When you need in-demand talent on demand, Upwork is how.
Station. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Now #1 for podcasting.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
All right, gentlemen, you're up.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. And RenewHomeInnovations.com. They are doing
bathrooms, especially showers. In fact, they can do such an amazing job on the shower, you can center the whole bathroom around it. By the way, they're all roll-in or walk-in now. You don't have to step up over anything. You can have the beautiful perimeter drains. They do spectacular work, and they are still strong on referralist.com, renewhomeinnovations.com. Okay, let's go to the phones. Again, I appreciate you guys, really, I appreciate you guys using referralist.com. We are in direct contact with our members, and we are, of course, talking to them about their issues. If they have any specials, they have an open mic to call me, and we will talk about them. Robert's got a comment on stores. Robert, what's your comment?
Hi, Tom. Just wanted to let you know that those times that they say are for seniors are also for people with compromised immune systems or other medical issues.
Don't you think that maybe people might be exaggerating a bit or not?
Oh, I'm sure. It's just like the service animals that are a peacock or something. People are always going to abuse that stuff.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, so that guy didn't realize it. Senior citizens and those compromised. Thank you. Chris now wants a comment on shopping as well. 303-713-TALK. What's going on, Chris?
I just wanted to say there's a lot of people that still work. Like I have to report to work at 8.
Yeah.
And there's some stores that have Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Some are Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know. If I need flour, I try to run the store before I go to work. I'm a dirty millennial, whatever. I got
you
stuff I gotta get
dirty,
to.
rotten millennial, get out of my way.
Are you wearing a mask?
Yeah, of course. I'm a
You know,
mailman.
I have to admit something here. I felt comfort when I saw a bunch of people with masks. I wanted to have one. I just don't have one. So I felt comfort.
Well, yeah, when I don't have it, you feel self-conscious, like you feel left out, like, oh,
That's
crap.
right.
Like,
You
I should be
sure
wearing
do.
it.
303
It's public shaming.
303-713-TALK. Here's another thing I want to ask, okay? Straight up. Do you think we will ever go back to normal? I mean, totally normal, where you shake hands, hug. Remember those bro hugs? I mean, it's not that I mind. I mean, I'm a pretty affectionate guy, but I mean, do you remember that? Hey! And then the other one, the bro hug. What is that? More like this. You know what I mean, right? Dano, you never did a bro hug? No, we can't do it now. But anyway, yeah, we're keeping our distance even here. We really are. So let's talk. Scott wants to talk. What's going on, Scott?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Last week, my wife and I received a certified letter from our local water district. We live in an HOA in outside of Fairplay, Colorado.
Okay.
And we bought our home in 2016, May of 2016, so we're coming up on 4 years. The content of the letter basically said, through the normal course of business, it's become to our attention that you have an illegal well, and you need to cap it by September 1st, or you'll receive $500 a day fines, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So what's the problem?
The problem is we settled in 2016. I've been a real estate broker for about 20 years. about 3 of those in Colorado.
So in 2016, you bought the property.
Correct.
And there was a well on the property when you bought it.
Correct.
Okay. Now, there's a well on the property when you bought it. The seller never disclosed a problem or did not know there was a problem.
That I don't know the answer to that question.
But here's what I want to tell you. Let's take each scenario. First and foremost, just because it was there doesn't mean you can use it. I know this because I've developed many subdivisions. When you have a central water system, it's often common that the HOA or the restricting covenants, they often say you cannot have a well or septic, and you must remove it, and you must tap in, and there's a tap fee. And if that's the case,
that's right.
If that's the case, there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter if it's there and you like it, you can't use it. I mean, they make that very clear if they do. Now, I'm asking you, is this in the actual covenants?
No. However, they're basically referring to 40-year-old water court documents that were originally it was a case between with the original builder and owner of the house that said once a community system's available, you must join. Now, my issue is that.
Okay, so what is your issue?
Well, the fact that they're going to charge me $5,000 and then $1,000 a year to start with, and the fact that neither the HOA nor the government agency, which was responsible for that, gave us that information prior to settlement.
Well, okay. I mean, they don't have to give it. I don't understand. What information did you expect to get? What? You were given the bylaws and you were given the covenants. And how did you, on your listing, did it show water supply? Did it say well? Or did it say city? What did it say?
It said well.
Okay.
And then they gave me a well. They gave me a well permit at the time of settlement. They gave me a well permit at the time of settlement.
A well permit, and how long is that well permit for?
Well, typically, I won't let any of my folks buy a property, whether it's a house or land, without a well permit. Because beyond that, if you don't get the well permit at the time of settlement, you may or may not have the opportunity to get water on that property. So when they gave me a well permit,
okay,
that
but the well permit,
that well.
What did it say about the well on the well permit? It said that it was dug properly. That's what a permit does. It doesn't say you can use it. Look, I can't help that you don't know. I don't know how you pin this on the sellers, okay? I don't know how you do it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
So but you're trying to pin it on someone for not disclosing something. I get it. But right now, here's the bottom line. It doesn't matter. You have to comply. You do understand that, right?
Right, I understand. So, and actually, I'm going through the conflict resolution.
Got a break.
Law firm I spoke with yesterday.
But what are you looking for? What are you looking for? Who are you holding responsible?
Damages.
What kind of damages?
Well, $5,000, $1,000 a year, and then also when you attach the utility to the cost of the selling price of my home, you take about 25 to 40 grand off the selling price.
All right, hold on. Who are you going to sue for this? Who owes you the damage? Who? Who's responsible?
Well, I would say the HOA, the property manager. Obviously, the seller would typically be accountable as well. But I don't feel that because the last 5 owners that owned that property over 40 years were probably unaware of that case because it wasn't enforced. It wasn't.
Scott, I can't. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think they were. I don't think the HOA was obligated to tell you that property had an illegal well. I'm sorry. I don't agree with you. But that's okay because you're going to win. If you think you're going to win, go ahead. I don't think you will win. I think it's cheaper. First of all, it's not taken from the value of your home. It increases the value of your home. Okay? And statistically, anyone's going to tell you that, and an appraiser will tell you that. A home on a water system appraises higher than a well. A well is a subtract, not an addition, just so you know. So it did not devalue your property. That's the first false premise. Second false premise, it's not going to cost you that much more to really operate when you consider the cost of a well over the long run and maintenance, okay? It's not that much more expensive. So I don't know what you're griping about, okay? So I don't know where you get your damages. I would be happy to be hooked up to a water system and be done with it. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
Yeah, how do you think Tom really feels? Huh? I said, how do you think Tom really feels?
Well, I mean, I know. He doesn't have a problem.
So they want to plug it, he doesn't want to plug it.
Hey, Tom, you have that Mile High State Planning coming up here in about 40 seconds.
Gotcha. What's that?
Continues across town.
It's a year though, so if he plugged it, he wouldn't pay any of this money, right? If he plugged the well.
I'm not 100%
There, once you get past
It wouldn't cost
that,
anything.
watch out for delays on southbound
Yes, no case.
He's got full pumps and then
as well. Remember, the governor Polis issued a statewide stay-at-home order now through April 26th. Essential travel only, and please keep in mind the 6 feet of social distancing when you're out and about. Weather forecast will be sunny and beautiful today with a high near 73. Right now, just a few clouds above, and we're looking at 63. For impact traffic and weather, I flag
This report is sponsored by Upwork. When you need in-demand
All right, Tom, coming about 15 seconds.
World's largest network of proven independent professionals, and I have an alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. You get the point. When you need in-demand...
All right, here we go. Mile High State Live, you are up.
MileHighEstatePlanning.com. Those are the people that you call for help when you need help with your estate. Blake Harris is the one to do it. Blake Harris is helping me. He can help you. You know, these times really get you questioning. Do you have your affairs in order? Really? I mean, do you have directives? Do you know what would happen if you were incapacitated? Just small things like paying your bills. Do you have designees? Do you have a way to protect your assets, or if you leave your assets, to keep your children from squandering them? Do you have a simple will? Maybe a death on a payable on death account or a beneficiary's deed. All of these things can be done on the phone remotely. You know, Blake Harris can handle it all with docu-signing and websites and email, and it's really easy. All you have to do is call or text this number, 720-924-6171. If you haven't started on your estate plan, what a great time to do it. MileHighEstatePlanning.com. Blake Harris, 720-924-6171.
Do roller coasters.
Hey, Tom, you also have an Excel roofing long here in about 2.5 minutes.
Thank you.
Give you a heads up.
Oh, your retirement. Hi.
Tomorrow.
Also, Daphne wants to speak to you real
Yeah,
quick.
sure.
Hey, Tom, I put a note on the bottom there, but it
Just
doesn't.
second dash.
If you click on it, you'll see the whole message. That guy, Janos, from yesterday doing the Easter boxes,
Yeah.
he's donating to Margie, so she'll have a good Easter. And then he also said he wants to give 25% off.
Okay, I'll plug them again. Hold on, let me just,
Okay.
I'm just getting your, this text in here sort over. So, there. I just fixed that for you. So you can write in there.
Hey, Mark, I was thinking, can I control your camera with this, okay. So I'm thinking about getting maybe a tighter shot so on the, like the split screen, you'd be about the same size of him.
To find exceptional future-forward luxury choices with a twist that's distinctively adjustable and chock full of exciting changes you'll not only competitively priced and stands out.
And that's why we need a bigger shot of you to get more of that good look through the camera.
What you're sleeping on. Empower your sleep and visit to discover extraordinary lifestyle and sleep choices that are so right for you and your sleep partner for so many reasons. Call 1-800-INOMAX today. When it comes to a great night's sleep, INOMAX may be a little out of the way, but the journey is well worth it.
Apple Plumbing, Heating, and Electric provides repair services for the homeowner. You know, back in the day, an average home needed a lot less electricity to properly run.
Yeah, hey, Billy's no longer in there, is that what you're talking to, you and Billy?
That's why it's important to have access to safe, manageable electricity in your home. Make sure your electrical environment is safe and efficient by contacting Apple Plumbing, Heating, and Electric today, the only electrical service and repair company that I personally endorse. Visit applewoodfixit.com or call 720-777-84
That's good. Yep, that's right. You're centered everything.
Concerned about the future and how to protect your home? You want to become mortgage safe.
Take AIM, affordable interest mortgage. With home values still at their highest level ever and rates at historic lows, now may be the best time to be prepared if the economy changes. Last time, many of our friends lost their home when it was unnecessary. Take AIM, 720-895-0500. Many of our clients have the ability to tap their equity should the...
All right, Tom, about 30 seconds till your exit.
Oh, you found something.
We can show you how to access your equity in these
Congratulations.
to give you peace of mind and allow you to...
Congratulations. Suzanne, you think you're hoping it's a boy or girl?
720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect you.
All right, Excel Roofing Long, and then we're on right back after that.
Where it's all about.
You're
Well,
up.
it takes a while coming.
You know, before I knew anything about roofing in this town, when I moved here many years ago, the first roofer I used, Excel Roofing. And I met Jay Bretz, and he said, you don't have to pay a penny until we're done, and you're 100% satisfied. Now, while that sounds unusual, that's the way it should be done. Now, that's not a requirement, of course. And Jay Bretz with Excel Roofing, he does things the right way. Each and every project has its own project manager and crew for your safety. They don't rotate them out. And then all of those crews keep their distance and go beyond CDC guidelines and keep distances when interacting. Everything can be done on the phone. Everything can be done by email. They can do your roof. If you need a roof is essential. Don't sit on your rights if you've had hail damage. ExcelRoofing.com. Excel as in excellent. EXCEL roofing.com. On my referral list.com since day one. 303-761-6400.
This is Dave Logan from the law offices of Dan Kaplan's, a serious law firm for serious
Yeah, it's, you got the best ones, huh?
All right, gentlemen, we are back.
I'd like all black.
You are up.
One Clear Choice Garage Doors from Fort Collins all the way to Colorado Springs. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. You may have a broken spring, they do it immediately. Got a door that needs service, get it done, get it inspected, or get a brand new one. Doors, garage doors. And the new Sidewinder, which I have. I love it. 720-370-3978, OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Now, I want to hear from you if you need any help and what the heck is going on. I want to know. I want to know anything. Now, there are a lot of people in trouble, and we're going to be talking in a few minutes to our bankruptcy expert. It's just an unfortunate fact of life. But I want to take Daniel quickly here. Daniel, go ahead. What's happening? Hello, Daniel. What's going on with malpractice? Yeah, go ahead.
It's a real problem. I don't know if anyone, a lawyer, will chime in and help me. But
okay, what's the problem?
Some others. Well, there's been a series of calamities by many healthcare professional organizations in this town that have basically ruined my life. And I'm not trying to be overdramatic. It's a fact. I mean, if you look at the Stop Amyrodian page on Facebook, you'll see what a horrible drug that is. And now I have cirrhosis of the liver, Tom. I don't even drink. I have lung cancer, COPD. I don't even smoke.
Wait. So Daniel, but the cancer though didn't come from healthcare people. I mean, right? I mean, you got.
No, I'm talking about cancer. These are cirrhosis, and the lung cancer and COPD. There's a direct link between amyrodian, the iodine in it, and thyroid and lung issues.
Okay, what was your very first problem, though? What was your very first problem where you encountered the healthcare system?
Well, another thing that I found it's like, if you want me to say the hospital, I'll say it. But these things have really destroyed my circulatory. And
Daniel, I need to know something. You're blaming a host of problems on the healthcare system. Which hospital? Is it VA? Is that where you're calling about?
Well, the VA is part of it, but like National Jewish.
Okay.
I go in there and they want to do a cardiac MRI.
But Daniel, what was your first encounter with National Jewish? Why did you even go there is what I need to know. What was your first
Because the VA doesn't give a rat's rear end.
Okay, so what was the condition? I'm asking you what the condition was, Daniel. Daniel, you gotta stay linear with me.
There was real difficulty breathing.
Okay.
What was the initial diagnosis when you went to National Jewish? All right. I don't know what's going on with that. And I think I got a long-winded email on that today. Did you, Mark, do you recall seeing that email today?
I probably did, but I mean, the guy definitely has issues.
No, he does. Several issues. I don't mind him airing them, but I wanted him to do it in a logical way.
Yeah, it might not be possible.
Yeah, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Mike Wink is with Wink and Wink. They're bankruptcy attorneys. Now listen, it's just a fact of life. When things happen, things happen. And it seems to have a cumulative effect. And I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to see more bankruptcies. I mean, it's inevitable. What else can they do? I mean, what else can people do? They didn't go out and suddenly decide to be stupid. Okay, we can say, oh, you didn't have enough savings, or you should have never done this, and you should have never bought that. Forget the preaching. The practical thing is, during the recession, people lost jobs. Guess what happened? Their business went up. Now, Mike Wink, I'm not on here because I'm happy your business is doing well, but let's face it, didn't bankruptcies get down to almost nothing?
Well, they were certainly down quite a bit. I don't think it ever gets to nothing.
No, of course not. But there were really, wouldn't you say, a lower amount of bankruptcies?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at it historically, you'll see that it's an up and down cycle, much the same way the economy is. But what happens when bankruptcies are down is that debt builds up. So the good part of bankruptcy is that people get out of debt, and that frees them up to start spending and be a participant in the economy.
That's right.
Which is good, right? And then as bankruptcies are low, what's happening is debt is building. And so, people struggle at times, even though there's a lot less of them when, employment's good and the economy's good, but the debt is still there, right? So all it really takes is some kind of
a disruption.
It doesn't need to be anything it doesn't need to be anything as dramatic as what's happening right now. But with this, I think, obviously we're going to be, I suspect we're going to be quite busy for years to come from this.
Oh, Mike, let's talk about this right now. Are calls actually up right now? That's what I want to know.
Yes. So what we're seeing right now is twofold, and there's a lot of fires to be put out. But people are losing their jobs, and small businesses are their income is going down to nothing for a lot of them, or next to nothing. And so what's happening is people are forced to make difficult decisions about what to pay, what they can't pay, while a lot of people are in that situation for the first time, Gigi and I have been helping people through those difficult spots for over a decade. And so there's a lot of advice, and now the CARES Act, the Stimulus Act, also can help people. There is provisions in it regarding mortgage forbearance. That let you miss up to 6 months of mortgage payments.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to go over those. Wait, I want to go over all the special things that you know of right now, but I want to take a break and go over those with Mike Wink from Wink and Wink. And then I want to ask about what are most of the bankruptcies, because they used to be, and they might still be, medical. But we'll do that coming back. I'm Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom.
I have Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, it's a long coming up here, and I would say about maybe 30 to 40 seconds.
Good, I got it. Okay.
Really decent shape. Road cars still happening in many spots coming out from south end of town. Watch out for eastbound C-470 between Santa Fe and Quebec. We're southbound I-25 approaching 58. Watch out for the right lane block for some road construction there. And off highway eastbound Bellevue approaching Broadway. A little bit of delays there due to construction on that stretch as well. King Soopers has exclusive hours of shopping for seniors 60 and older, 7 to 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Forecast. Sunny today with a high near 73. Right now, few clouds and 65. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner. 6:30 K-How.
Up. All right, 15 seconds. Proven independent professionals, and I have an alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. You get the point. When you need in-demand talent on... All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. This is the most amazing product. You know what I love about it? You can do it now, and you never have to touch anyone. You never have to be near anyone. Seriously. It's a foam, an injection foam that insulates your home, your existing home. So if your home needs insulation, you need to make it more energy efficient. This will make your home, listen to this, 50% more energy efficient, 80% more quiet, and you can get it done with energy rebates, federal tax credits. It's incredible. You can actually get a big part of it paid by the government, and you should do it now. They don't disrupt your living space. It's all done within a day from outside the house in most cases. Requires no maintenance. Inhibits insects and rodents. Incredible stuff. 720-676-6333. Here's the video that will truly convince you of this environmentally friendly foam. It's foamyourwalls.com. It does not harden, it doesn't get stiff, it is not an epoxy, it's not a spray, it's an injection foam, and right now they have incredible deals going on and financing. 720-676-6333, foamyourwalls.com.
Now back to Rick
All right, you're clear.
and Financial Engines.
Hi, Rick. How much money will I need for retirement?
One of the things that scares a lot of people when it comes to generating retirement income is the fear that you're going to run out of money. Working one extra year extends the life of your retirement income by 9 years.
Well, that's that movie Hangover last night. I'd seen Hangover 2. That was that funny. Holy cow. Drunk.
Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors.
Yeah.
My favorite scene in that is when they're in the police station and that little fat kid shoots him in the ball.
Oh, with the taser.
He's taught me all my working life.
Yeah.
What we do is not rocket science. Our success simply comes from...
I started to watch this thing called The Plot Against America.
That's totally correct.
It's a 4-part series on HBO,
Good service
and it is a fantasy about what would have happened if Lindbergh had been elected president in 1932 as opposed to Roosevelt. I mean, not 1932, 1940.
Whether it's a fresh new look in your kitchen...
So, did he run for president?
No, it's fictional. Yeah, but because he was, he was very pro-German and pro-Hitler.
Yeah,
he was an anti-Semite.
Yeah, they say that he would have been, he was going to be a tyrant, that he was a bad person.
Right, and he was an anti-Semite, and so this is a 4-part fiction about what would have happened had he become president, excuse me, in 1930. So I watched the first episode.
To make amends tomorrow.
It was his baby that the parents kidnapped him too, right? I think it was Zachary Van Zandt, the guy that supposedly
To meet the needs of the current health situation.
kidnapped the baby. Why did I do it? What's that?
So that's Zachary Van Zandt, the guy
The Lindbergh baby, the most famous. Some people thought they said that he was doing it for sympathy.
And this is just one of the ways we need to be prepared.
Did you hear that?
But that baby was found dead, right?
Yeah.
That was the most horrendous thing. I don't think he had anything to do with that, but the baby wasn't that a tragedy? Wasn't it found dead? It was a little baby. God Almighty, were they put to death?
I guess they were.
And they did it. Yeah.
There was good evidence
Okay.
that they did.
Wasn't it like it was a blackmail, right? No, I mean,
Yes, it was a kidnapping ransom.
why was the baby end up dead? I forget that.
I don't remember, Tom.
And on the phone,
Did they pay the ransom?
I don't remember that part.
idealhomeloans.com.
This is where Google comes in.
He simply wants a shot at your business. Because
Man, I love this freaking internet. My kid's gonna go nuts over
Back
it.
in 1 minute, gentlemen.
303-867-7000. Everything
Fucking this coffee maker is the longest coffee I've coffee.
idealhomeloans.com.
Come on, shit! It's a race against time.
Hey, Jesse.
It's Kim Commando.
Jesse from Honest Accurate just came on. Honest Accurate, Jesse?
This past week, they announced
He just came on Facebook and he said, hey, just saying hi.
Ask him to give us a special thought.
Back in 30, gentlemen.
Who's Jesse with? Honest Accurate, down in Colorado Springs. Honest Accurate.
It's Kim Commando. Sundays at noon on 630 KHOW. Every weeknight at 6, we'll bring you an hour-long ABC News special, COVID-19, what you need to know, the latest health and safety.
All right, guys, here we go. 10 seconds.
New way of life. Later tonight at 6 on 630 KHOW.
All right, you're up.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK.
713-8255, here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life a little easier. That's what we do each and every day, and I love doing it. By the way, I apologize, Renew Home Innovations. This woman said, I didn't get the number, Tom. You said it too fast. I also didn't mention they have 30% off right now in their bathrooms and their showers. And mention Martino for that, and tell them you want that 30% off. Or $1,500, whichever is more, okay? So if it's a small job, $1,500. If it's bigger, 30%. 303-904-2000. That's renewhomeinnovations.com. Sometimes I say numbers fast, I'll admit it. So let's go to Mike Wink, and then I'll go to other callers as well. Mike, this is very important. What special dispensations are there right now regarding any debt that you know of? And then we'll take, of course, other questions after the break, and I'll get to all of your calls too. But what are some of special dispensations that come to mind?
You're talking about with regard to the stimulus bill that was just passed?
With anything to do with the COVID virus, any special conditions with any debt?
Sure. Well. So right now, the CARES Act, the stimulus bill is gigantic, and there are some things that everybody who's struggling with debt should know. Number one, if you're a small business owner, you should be applying for what they call the Payroll Protection Program loan through the SBA. Your bank can help you do that.
Right.
Really, every small business owner should be applying. If anyone listening, call your bank now and get the ball rolling. These loans have there's certain provisions to them, but a lot of them are going to be forgiven. So it's basically some free money available for small business owners. As long as you can keep your payroll going for the next few months, you can get relief from those loans after you take them.
Also for people making payments on anything.
Yeah, if you're making payments, if you're paying everything and your income is solid, I think you just kind of sit pat and manage your affairs for the best. It's certainly, I think right now, if you're, if you've got some inkling that you might lose your job, I think then give us a call, because there is a priority of what should be paid. I would prefer you pay your mortgage ahead of, say, credit card bills.
Right.
And
there's nothing wrong with being logical before filing bankruptcy, but you were talking about special forbearances on some debt. Because of this.
Right. So right now, if you can't pay your mortgage, the CARES Act provides that you can get up to 6 months of forbearance from your mortgage lender, where they can't charge you fees and cannot report your missed payments.
But they put it on the back, right? Don't they put it on the?
Well, actually, it's even worse than that. The Act is not great in this regard, because they don't talk about the fact that the lender can still force you to cure those arrears. So you really, if you're going to ask your mortgage lender for forbearance, which you should do if you can't pay your mortgage, you need to focus on what happens after 3 months, or what happens after 6 months. Do I have to catch up these payments? Will they just be put on the back end?
The CARES Act does not address that?
Yes, right. The CARES Act. So I'm dealing with an attorney for a mortgage lender right now who's saying that we have to have a plan to catch up on the forbearance. And I said, well, forbearance to me means you don't have to catch up on the loan, but apparently that is not the case. And that is not
let's bring up Margaret along with Mike. Margaret, you had a question about that forbearance, Margaret.
Yes, I did.
Well, there don't seem to be a lot. There don't seem to be a lot of. Margaret, there aren't a lot of details as far as catching up on the forbearance, but there is a forbearance for up to how long, Mike?
6 months.
6 months. Okay, now go ahead, Margaret. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, I did wonder, the person would apply to the mortgage holder for that forbearance.
Yes, you could call your mortgage lender today, and I'm sure they will tell you all about it. The key question is how long. The key questions are how long, 3 to 6 months will they give you? I think you can request the 6 months, but then the other key is what then? If they're gonna, how are they gonna force you? If they're gonna force you to catch up on those 6 months of missed payments, you have to have a plan in place for that because you don't want to. We don't want to just kick a foreclosure crisis down the road here.
What do you think it will be? I mean, what do you think it will be?
You know, in 2008, guys, it was horrible. They kept saying they were going to extend mortgages and do everything else, and they didn't do anything but foreclose on people.
There will be foreclosures, I think, for sure. I think mortgage modification is another thing, but they still exist. People still get them all the time. And so typically what I find with these lenders and mortgage modification is you have to be working when you apply for the mortgage mod. So if you lose your job and you can't pay your mortgage, apply for forbearance. When you start working again, apply for mortgage modification because mortgage modification can put those arrears on the back end of the loan.
That makes sense. And that would also be something you would ask for from your mortgage company for modification.
Right, but again, the key there is if your income is down now when you're asking for forbearance, don't worry about modifying yet. They don't like to modify into default. They want to see that your income is recovered before they'll give you the modification. But as soon as your income starts to come back, absolutely apply. And then, of course, there's Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which I'd say is like Plan C.
Okay, and we'll talk about that coming up. So thank you both. Now, stay on the mic. And, Margaret, if you have any specific questions, you can stay on. We'll go and talk about this and more on the Troubleshooter Network. I'm Tom Martino, and, of course, taking all of your calls at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't forget, referralist.com for safe contractors and vendors.
When you start getting into debt, it can be a little bit.
You're clear.
And the high interest rates tied to some of your credit cards or personal loans can cost you a lot of money, but it doesn't have
I thought when you were talking about a trained dog.
refinance any high interest debt.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate. Portions of the following program will be recorded.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's top station, 630 KHOW, Denver, and iHeartRadio station.
ABC News, I'm Clayton Sandell. Coronavirus numbers in New York State showing signs of a possible flattening of the curve. The number of hospitalizations and ICU patients down for the third straight day. Governor Andrew Cuomo says that is encouraging, but deaths in the state reached the highest one-day increase. 731 people died on Monday. Hospitals in New York City are still overwhelmed with patients still being treated and in need of a ventilator. The governor getting the approval from President Trump to use the Navy's floating hospital ship, the Comfort, to treat COVID patients.
It was originally for non-COVID patients. What wound up happening was we don't really have non-COVID patients.
Around the country, numbers are still climbing as testing expands. Nearly 370,000 Americans tested positive. In London, Prime Minister Boris Johnson remains in a hospital ICU being treated for COVID-19 symptoms. This is ABC News. The most powerful figure in the Catholic Church to be found guilty of sexual abuse of minors is out of prison.
The Vatican said it had confidence in the unanimous decision of Australia's High Court to acquit Cardinal George Pell of abuse of minors, but it also reaffirmed its, quote, commitment to preventing and pursuing all cases of abuse against minors. Pell had been earlier found guilty by lower Australian courts of sexually abusing 2 choir boys in the 1980s. In Mass this morning, Francis asked people to pray for all those who suffer unjust sentences. Says Vatican expert and author Christopher Lamb. Megan Williams, ABC News, Rome.
Shelter-in-place orders mean fewer cars on the road. That's translated into fewer accidents. And with that, insurance companies are starting to send policyholders refunds. Allstate's total paybacks add up to about $600 million. On Wall Street, stocks are trading higher for a second day. Clayton Sandell, ABC News.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently. Another money manager don't understand why. Because our way works great for us, but it may not work for our clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary. The trauma standard for so what do you provide?
cookie cutter portfolios like the rest of us.
You just say,
No
well,
cookie cutter
you say, well,
portfolios
it's
here.
for the,
Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs. You do sell investments that are unique commissions, right? No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products. We never earn commissions on trades. So what's in it for you? Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch names. Fisher Investments, clearly they're providing you securities.
I guarantee those people will never slow down again. Because that's the thing, you want to keep this money body, okay, we'll slow you, and then you'll never slow down again. Because more people will get up, will go up from that.
Statewide address.
Why they slow down?
Well, you're right, that's, we're looking at what caused it.
Yeah.
You ever read a book, Choir Boys? Cops. But in that one, those people just going down here, what is, and there's a severed head. And the cop went to pick up, he like, do that. And the guy goes, whoa, open up his window, says, what happened here? And it's like, you know, did anybody get hurt? This guy got beat, banged up with head.
Typically draws more than 100,000 over a weekend filled
But I think they do that, I think the rest of the time,
markets and the
But then when you said you gotta cut people open, but that was a clean cut. So when they got called July, it's like a mess.
All staff members will
the
be
kind of people up there,
within 6 feet of animals.
when you OR, I
Now,
always enjoy it.
Oh, I have to keep you, see all the
There's
way
quite a
down.
few cars out there.
I was just trying to follow the job, but it's not.
Lighter traffic across the metro area, so if you gotta be out and about traveling around, be careful out there and watch out for a couple of spots here and there. Getting some road work now, northbound I-25 approaching Hampton, blocked on the left lane. Watch out for there. Southbound I-25 approaching 58, got the right lane that's still blocked off for construction on that stretch. And off highway, watch out for construction on eastbound Bellevue approaching the right way as well. Downward forecast, it'll be sunny today. High near 73. Right now, just a few clouds and 65. With your impact traffic west, Pete Wagner, 630 K.
This report is sponsored by Upwork. When you need internet on demand.
Upwork has the world's largest network of proven independent professionals, and I have an alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects, you get the point. When you need in-demand talent on demand, Upwork is how.
So there's less of a scar.
Showing on the outside.
Next to do social distancing. But if your roof has a leak or damage,
That's
you
right,
can call
because when you cut into
303-948-1867. You can call Guardian Roofing to set up a private one-on-one
So you
meeting.
can't be,
They'll come to your house. They want to keep you and your home safe. They'll take care of
The rest of the orders
and
you
they'll work
actually
directly with your
see.
insurance company saying,
I guess
"Hey,
it's
we're doing that." So why
Yeah,
don't you
you
call
know.
Guardian Roofing today at
Plus, you know, the company-
303-947 or online at upfixmyroof.com. And be sure and tell them Michael Brown sent you.
Talking about the coronavirus without preamble can be
We can get a baby out in literally 5
Child
minutes.
Mind Institute has provided the following guidance to help alleviate some stress and anxiety.
Then you do
Don't be
throwing
afraid
up
to
when you get
discuss
back to your
Yeah,
class.
well,
Be
yeah, we do.
developmentally appropriate. Be reassuring. Focus on what you're doing
But
to
when
stay safe.
if it's a
Stick
real
to your routine and
crash,
have
the baby's,
ongoing conversations.
heart rate's
Visit
going down.
childmind.org for
Baby's out
resources,
2 minutes.
support,
And
and
then you
daily
worry
Facebook
about
Live
sorting
sessions
out
with child
afterwards.
psychologists.
Because you can take as much time to eat,
Childmind.org.
This is Dave Logan from the law offices of Dane Capitalist, a
Yeah.
serious law
I
firm.
wish that, do they have any of those things where we got people out there looking around?
Pandemic. There are people
No,
less
but I
fortunate
feel-
who desperately need our help. The homeless and those who are already struggling to make ends meet. That's why Denver's Talk Station is joining Catholic charities to provide shelter, food, and emergency assistance to those in need. Colorado always steps up, sharing kindness during difficult times. Find out how you can help at khelp.com and at ccdenver.org/COVID-19.
For a dollar.
iHeartRadio wants to help with a chance at $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword family to 200. You'll get a confirmation text on your state. All right, here we go. Contest, that's family to 200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
All right, you guys are up.
Hello, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you
solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints and make your life just a little easier. All you have to do is call us at 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO. You can call 24/7. So let's talk to you and find out what's on your mind. We have a lot of important things to get to, important guests as well. And one thing for sure is the economy is doing bad, and we will be facing a lot of critical times for a lot of people. They're not going to easily recover. Mike Wink is with us from Wink & Wink. They're bankruptcy attorneys. Mike Wink, you said the stimulus package has a provision in there for forbearance of mortgage of 6 months with no penalties and no extra interest, but they don't address how that 6 months will be made up. It just says there's a forbearance. So for 6 months you don't make payments, then what, Mike? They don't seem to know, right? They don't seem to know.
That's right. That's right. So that's why it's important on the front end of asking for forbearance to ask how your lender is going to treat it. I suppose it's possible your lender is not going to force you to make these up.
Well, they're not going to subtract it, though, Mike. They're not going to.
No. Of course not. No, they'll still be due onto the term of the loan, but that they don't have to be made up.
Yeah.
You know, that they're not going to.
That's the most logical thing. The most logical thing is add it to the back of the loan. Doesn't that sound logical to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you ask that for your client where you were negotiating?
I have it right now. I've asked it, and they're saying that their client's not going to do it in that particular instance. So it has sharpened my focus because I have a good dozen or so clients right now in Chapter 13s that are seeking forbearance. And so I need to go back to all of them and make sure we have a plan in place. On the one hand, I'm not really loving this particular mortgage lender for saying you're going to owe these 6 months. But on the other hand, at least they're raising this issue on the front end so that my client doesn't get 6 months into this and then find out that, they're going to be in a foreclosure or something.
So, Mike, what if they took us forbearance, someone, and they didn't make payments for 6 months, and at the end of that 6 months, they do a bankruptcy? Would that 6 months be due?
Yeah. So in Chapter 13 bankruptcy, they could cure those 6 months of arrears over a 3 to 5 year payment plan. So that's what I was saying, that Chapter 13 is kind of like Plan C, right? So Plan A would be if the mortgage lender just puts them onto the back end for you. Plan B would be a mortgage modification, which essentially does that same thing. And then Plan C would be Chapter 13 bankruptcy, where you just cure those arrears over a 3 to 5 year payment plan.
But no matter what, because it's a secured loan, there's no scenario where that money that will be discharged.
That's right, and it's nice of it's nice of Congress to be thinking about this, but I really am disappointed in the way they wrote it because it gives a false sense of security to people that they can safely miss these.
You're right, and we have to put that message out. Even though you have 6 months of forbearance, there is no provision for how it's paid back, which means could they charge interest on that payback or not?
No, but they can say that all 6 months of payments are due, right? And
you're right.
So then they could, at the end of 6 months, theoretically, they could accelerate the loan and initiate a foreclosure at that point.
Wow, I understand that. That is a good point you're making. Now, let's talk about this. When people are calling you, okay, what are they calling you about? Just spill it. What are they calling you about? Like the calls now. What are they called about?
Right.
It's not medical anymore,
now,
is it? Or is it medical? What is it?
No. So historically, it's credit card debt, spending too much and medical bills and associated job loss and divorce and small businesses which, fail even in good times. But now it's all about unemployment. And what do I do? Or my small business has essentially made me unemployed because I have no income coming in.
Right. So what do you tell them?
What do I do? Well, what I tell them is that there are certain unsecured debts like credit cards, even some medical bills, student loans. There's a student loan forbearance program. There are things that you can more safely miss and deal with down the road. We've talked about, then your mortgage. Your car loan tends to be one of the things you really should pay because that has a pretty short wick on it, and they'll take your
all secured loans. You must ask yourself the question: do you want the secured property? If so, make the payment.
Right, and then a more difficult line of questioning nowadays is you know, if you have credit that you haven't used, you've lost your job, and you think, I'm going to use my credit to get through. You know, I can't tell people, oh yeah, go run up your debt, and then we'll, you know, file bankruptcy. But I can try to point out to them that if they do that, because they have to, that there are ways to then either settle that debt down the road, or if they can't repay it. So a lot of people are going to start going out on a slippery slope right now to go into more debt to try to get through this.
What I was going to ask, Mike, this is very interesting you bring this up, spending habits. You know, many times when someone goes bankrupt, if there's a trustee or a creditor that wants to be nasty, they can say, you purposely ran up your bill in the last 30 days so you can go bankrupt, and they can ask the courts to set that aside outside of the bankruptcy. Now, they normally don't do that because normally people, if they're broke, they spend the same amount of money. But now, with this, we may see a lot of people put out of work by COVID-19, and as a result, they are out charging up credit cards that they've never used so much credit before, right? Then all of a sudden, at the end of this thing, in 90 days, they have most of their cards tapped out, no prayer of paying it back. If they did a bankruptcy then, and I'm not encouraging this, I'm just saying the sad fact is they really needed the credit, they had the credit, they used it, they had every intent of trying to get through this, but at the end, they have no way of paying all that back. I don't think they'd be able to call this an engineered bankruptcy or fraud, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Right. The reality is that people use credit until the point when they stop, and as long as there's not real, you know, gross abuse like you took a trip to Hawaii.
You're not buying yourself a new TV and a bunch of new stuff, and then you say, "Oh, COVID did me under," you know. But Mike, it's important.
I try to keep people focused. I try to keep people focused on a game plan to say, look, if you're going to be running up debt to keep your business alive or to keep your household afloat, you know, give yourself a time frame where something's got to change, where you'll have a chance to get out, and if not, that's when you need to call us.
So I want to make this clear. If people call you, they don't know what to do, you're not going to automatically say, let's file. I mean, I want to make that clear. When they call you for a free consultation, you guys will look for ways to avoid bankruptcy if you can.
Absolutely. And I hate high-pressured sales. We are not that. So really it's an opportunity for you to find out all your options, all your rights. We can walk you through everything, answer all your questions. And, yeah, bankruptcy is just one tool in the toolkit. There's a lot of ways to think about things and to go about things, settling debt or maybe even avoiding all that and being able to pay your debt. So we can walk you through all those options, and we do for everybody that we talk to.
And when you call Wink and Wink, you actually talk to a Wink, either a Mike Wink or a Gigi Wink. Now, they have other people working for them, but I've always been impressed, Mike, at the personal attention you give each client. So, again, this is not a commercial. I wish it was. This is a dire need for some of you. And I'm hoping it's not you. But if it is, or if you want to avoid bankruptcy, maybe you want to start planning now. Or if you know a bankruptcy is inevitable, like Mike said, he'll tell you the down and dirty, the real stuff. Like, hey, your house, you need to keep alive if you want to keep it. Your car, you either sell it, get rid of it, or you pay on it. Credit cards, try to avoid, but you don't pay them right now if you're going to do a bankruptcy, if it's inevitable. There are certain things, there's nothing wrong with pre-planning. We're not talking about cheating, we're talking about planning. This is a rough time for people. By the way, winkandwink.com, 303-410-1720. We have more coming up.
You're both clear? Hey, Mike. You have Ideal Home Loans coming up here in about 40 seconds.
Tom does, right?
A rock star, the founder of Kid President, in our conversation.
You said, hey, Mike.
I know.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Tom does. Yeah.
It's okay. Don't ever call me Mike again. If you mean Mike Brown, I'll kill you.
I've heard about that. Yeah, I will never do that. Right. I've heard about that rivalry.
Relating to the coronavirus or anything else.
I knew about that. I call it more of a quantity, not a rivalry.
Okay, I got you. I'll keep that in mind, and I will not make the comparison.
Kevin Letts is here to help anyone who needs to talk with a medical doctor. Dr. Letts is available to talk with you Monday through p.m. to 6 p.m.
So who's he trying to steal?
Daphne said she told him she loves her job.
Okay. ER.com.
All right, here we go. 2 seconds. Ideal Home Loans, it's a loan.
Ideal Home Loans, for your next Ideal Home Loan, you hear me talking about Ideal because they truly are lenders I've known for many, many years. Brent Iverson, I've known him since they started this company back in 2001. It's Colorado owned, Colorado operated. Every single loan is made for the person getting the loan. If you want a certain term, you pick the term. And they are usually lower than the market. I say that because I want you to shop around. They're proud that they can usually beat by an 8 plus less cost, which gives you a lot less money out of pocket. 303-867-7000. If you are looking for a loan, whether it's an equity loan, or you're refining, you need some cash out, or you're buying a home, idealhomeloans.com. And their pre-approval means that money is waiting for you, and all you have to do is call them, get it approved, and then go out and shop like a cash deal. idealhomeloans.com. 303-867-7000.
All right, the American Clear.
K&H Home Solutions realizes this is a tough time. We're rewarding you for it.
Jesse's got a special. Should I put it on the call screener here? Or where do I put that?
303-421-7100. Get 50% off K&H Beautiful Energy Efficient Windows, Everlast Siding, the best siding in the world, and Provia Entry Doors, the best products at the best prices ever. 50% off. Yes, half price. Virtual appointments available. Make your own at khwindows.com. K&H will work for you, keeping your health and safety in mind. Schedule a private virtual appointment at khwindows.com. 303-421-7100.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
Hi, Carlin Tucker here.
Hey,
In
Tom.
an uncertain world, you can
So Jesse's got a special. Should I put it on the call screener here for you? Jesse from
We offer
Contact.
accounts that have averaged 5% for many years
There
with
is
no
no
risk or loss to principal or
Yeah,
gains.
okay.
We also offer other accounts that limit your market
So the,
losses
the owners
to
of the
5%,
golf course then,
10%, or 15%.
What, you see us up, yeah, there's, I know, there are certain rules.
And
The
we've been
first time
providing
ever,
peace of mind
they're
for
allowing you to
48.
have
Just
full
give us
carts.
a call and we'll
Or
help you
normally,
portfolio.
you have to walk,
For
take a
safety,
caddy,
income,
or take a
and
motorized
opportunity,
car.
just call Tucker
You can't
Financial
take
at
full carts, but because of the COVID, until things are lifted, they're allowing people
We're
to
the
use
ones
full
helping
carts on
protect your
caddies.
life's work. So don't
Right?
just retire. Retire happy.
And
Retire
then that
with
led to the,
303
the only, electric cars for people's private own, their own cars. So they don't want to be wiping everything off and all that stuff. They don't want any responsibility.
Right.
Tucker Asset Management.
This is Joanne Jenkins, CEO of AARP. The coronavirus continues to affect us all, and we are here actively supporting you and your community. Every day, we're providing trusted information from top health experts, sharing tools to help protect families from fraud, and creating resources to support family
I'm one
caregivers
of those
everywhere.
top experts
As
that they
always,
call, right,
you
Dave?
can count on AARP to
That's what I do
advocate
after
for you and your
this,
family.
after this show.
Join us and stay connected
Gonna
at
do one, what?
AARP.org.
Yeah, someone I wanted to bring her, she'd be a perfect one for us to deal with tomorrow.
Roofing is essential to get it done the
She
right
went
way.
to some sort of
Keeping social
presentation
distancing and
for
working
stem
on
cells,
CDC guidelines. Go to
and
Google
then she got a bill
Nearly 30
for
years.
$20,000.
No
Cell
way.
is open for
And I
business.
said, what?
Signing
She said,
one
we didn't
page
sign
agreement
anything.
and one
I
quote
said,
to use.
show me the paperwork,
Safety and
and
satisfaction.
then
In these
it
unsure
would be
times,
perfect thing to do here.
Did she say who it was?
Yeah, I had to name it.
Top-notch installation and rock-solid warranties. I've known
Was
the
it
owner,
real
Jay
stem
Retz,
cells
from
or
the
was it?
beginning.
I don't know.
Referralist.com. I've trusted him on my home. Back on in one, gentlemen.
Whenever I get these calls about
761-6400.
debt collections,
Excel as an
I tell them two things.
excelroofing.com.
Send them a certified letter requesting,
You don't pay
I
a
want
cent
proof that I owe
until
you
you
the loan,
contend.
and I want proof that I owe you.
303-761-6400.
And then see what they do.
Excelroofing.com.
Tom told me that. Right, Tom?
What's that?
So whenever I get calls
Sponsored
to
by
the,
Upwork, when you need in-demand talent on
about
demand.
collection,
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful
I
spring
say,
day with a high
send
of
me proof
70.
that I owe the loan, and send me proof that I owe it to you.
Right.
And more times they go away.
That's right.
Brooks Garner, Fox 31, Boy Weather.
That's exactly.
Upwork has the world's largest
Did you
network
want
of
Jesse to call in?
professionals, and
And
I
give us
have
a-
medical
Whatever you
Okay.
want, so I'll do it. I'll get it
accountants,
in now.
administrative
Okay.
assistants,
Right.
animators,
I don't know what's easy for you.
you get the point. When you need in-demand talent on demand, Upwork is how.
Denver's talk station, available everywhere with the iHeartRadio.
Now number one for podcasting.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds, guys.
Station.
You're up.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, to take complaints. And Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, has been helping so many people. People have questions about their homes. They're saying, Frank, should I sell? I was thinking about it. Should I hold? What about rentals? What about this? What about that? He is taking calls to answer questions, even if you're not going to hire him. That's how good he is. Really. So he wants you to know that he will help out with any questions you have on your real estate, give you market analysis. Listen, no obligation. You don't have to list it. You might be just wondering what's going on in the market in your area. He'll look up that area. He'll tell you the average sales. He'll tell you the chances of selling. And just remember, Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Duran, D-U-R-A-N. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. And don't forget, realcbdthatworks.com. Panacea Life Sciences now selling hand sanitizer. They're selling a whole bunch of other stuff they're making for the medical industry as well. They have geared up to help out, plus their same old CBD products. But remember, you can get hand sanitizer right now. realcbdthatworks.com, and they haven't hiked up the price beyond normal. It's a good deal. realcbdthatworks.com. So let's keep talking. 303-713-TALK. And Sam wants to talk about going out. We haven't forgotten about Daniel and his malpractice, but Daniel, there's some other callers that have been waiting. Sam, go ahead. What's happening?
Yes, thanks for taking my call.
Yes, Sam. What can we do for you?
Just kind of confusing here. You know, we're on quarantine doing our part and all that. We could be here for months, but what's protecting us when we go like to the supermarket?
Okay, good question.
Drugstore,
good question.
And how do we? Why shouldn't it be mandatory that these employees before they come in contact with the public be cleared?
Well, most of them are. Okay, let's say something, Sam. Nothing's perfect, but let's say in a perfect world, okay? Employers are supposed to be checking temperatures. The employees are supposed to have on face masks. They're supposed to be keeping a distance of 6 feet or more. And they're supposed to be wiping down all surfaces. Okay, that's in the perfect world. But I went to an auto parts store the other day. I kept my own distance, and here's what I do. Remember to do this. You either wear gloves, or if you use your bare hands, it doesn't matter. What you do is I go into the store, I handle what I have to handle. I just don't touch my face, right? I pay. Okay, now I've just touched a bunch of stuff. I can't make sure everything has been sterilized. Now I take this. I go out to my car. I open it up. I take my isopropyl. I cannot tell you the importance of this stuff. Let me grab it. Okay, now, this stuff. I'm telling you, this is the godsend. You can get regular alcohol and put it in a spray bottle. I happen to have it sprayed. It's an electronics cleaner. The reason I bought electronics cleaner is because you don't have people hoarding it. They don't know about it. 99.9% alcohol. What I do when I get out is I spray my stuff. Then I spray my hands, let everything air dry. That's what I do. I can't depend on them being clean. So you're supposed to stay away anyway. So even if an employee isn't infected, even if viruses are on surfaces, you're not going to transmit the viruses. So that's what I do, and that's what everyone should do. When they're wearing a face mask, I'll tell you what they should do. That face mask, I see people doing this. They're infecting themselves up and down, or they take it out, they put it in their purse. Everything. If there's virus on there, that virus is living on there. The idea is to protect yourself. So now you got a face mask on, right? I've said this before. Take it off every 15 to 20 minutes because it's accumulated enough virus that the viruses can get through. Take it off. Okay? Take it off. And when you take it off, don't take it off. Take it off like this. Spray it and let it set. Air dry with isopropyl alcohol. Then put it back on. Okay, here's the thing I want to tell you. Why do I say isopropyl? Okay, I told you, like, RealCBDThatWorks.com, Panacea Life, they're making hand sanitizer. What do they have in it? Alcohol. The active ingredient in all sanitizers, the active ingredient is isopropyl alcohol or alcohol. That's the active ingredient. I just cut through all the crap. The dandelions, the aloe, all the other stuff, the smells, and just went for this. It evaporates, the smell is gone. I use isopropyl alcohol in everything, okay? That is the saving grace for surfaces. My hands for everything. I carry it with me. That's it. You won't get sick if you kill virus before it gets to your eyes, nose, or mouth. Done. When you get delivery food, spray the package, put the food in at least 120, 105, 140 to 150 degrees for a little while. Now, okay, keep going. What else, Sam? What else are you concerned about? As long as you keep yourself shielded, you're fine.
I was just wondering.
There's no assurances, Sam. There's no assurances.
Yeah.
When they tell you at Starbucks, well, we wipe everything down, we clean everything down, we do everything, maybe they do. But here's the deal. How about a cap? How about nested caps, and they take a cap and put it on your coffee? I mean, we don't know if we're going to get virus. Everything should be wiped down. We should treat ourselves as a temple. You know, you have to be sterile before you come to the most holy right here, okay? You're not getting in here. If I take a cup, where has this cup been? Everything you come in contact with, your cell phone. You know how many people I've seen do this? They go to the restroom, they put their cell phone down on the sink, right? Okay. They wash like crazy. Then they pick up their cell phone. Here they are now, and they talk. And it's amazing to me. This should be every now and then, you do your cell phone. That's it. Let it air dry. Keep yourself isolated in an air gap, and that's it. Just keep you know what? It's impossible not to get the virus on you. It's impossible. It is. It's impossible. But it's not impossible to kill it before it gets here, and here. Then the next step is to boost your immune system. And I am telling you, I swear to you, I have the best immune boosting formula. I'm not making any money. I'm just telling you what to put together. In fact, I wouldn't buy immune boosting formulas because they're always lacking in something. But I got the ingredients. If you do these ingredients, I'm not saying you won't get sick. I'm saying your immune system will be so much stronger. It is what everyone agrees to. And I'm going to be going over that, okay? I'm going to do it later in the show, but I urge you that I promise you, I researched the product, the delivery, the absorption, and the levels that you need. And I believe in this. It's not any particular product. That's what's wonderful. You just find your own. I'm not selling anything, but I'm going to give you the information coming up. All right. Now, Alan, what's going on? Alan.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to. I had two questions. The forbearance information on the loan.
Okay.
Yes. So I reached out to my I shouldn't say the company probably, but
it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
My mortgage company.
Yeah.
BOK Financial.
Okay.
And requested some assistance.
Yeah.
And they told me that 3 months. 3 months, no balloon payments at the end, nothing like that.
Well, hold on, no balloon payments, but what happens to the 3 months?
That's what I'm worried about, and I'm starting to think now, should I cancel that?
Well, I'm sure they're just going to tack it onto the end.
Well, but we don't really know, do we? I mean, but
we don't know right now.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. So now that I've
But why would you cancel it, though? If they are going to tack it onto the end, I mean,
no, I think it's
if they're not going to charge anything.
Right. That's a best case scenario. If they tack it on the back, that's a wonderful scenario. In fact, I think that should be a scenario for everyone at least one time to be able to. It's like in a mulligan, right? Or in chess.
Right.
In chess, you have one time you can castle, right? So why not have a one-time up to 6 months put on the back end? Wouldn't that be wonderful for people to use? So let's say they use 2 months or a month here, and then they have 5 months to go. and then they use 2 months somewhere else, and a total of 6 months tacked to the end. I think that would be such a wonderful provision for people.
I think the only
got to go to break.
Dance if the 6 months puts you, if it takes them into a bigger risk position, that's a little crazy.
You mean the lender?
Yeah, the lender.
But
not under these circumstances.
No,
I'm saying
Mark,
in normal times.
But Mark, seriously now, I want to discuss that because I don't know why it would be more risk if all you're doing is tacking. But hold on, just wait for your answer and let me know that coming up.
You are clear, gentlemen. Hey, Tom, you have a 0 res coming up here in about 45 seconds.
AHOW, Denver.
And it is a long.
I was going to say, well, Doc is one Mulligan.
You don't have to venture out.
The president is
I don't know. Like stay-at-home order now through April 26th.
But I told my son,
travel to the grocery stores or other places. Please keep in mind the social distancing. Road activities are found by 70% Peoria, still solid backwards. Chambers. Well, Turnpike, Hugging, and Pecos, Leslie blocks both sides of the road. The forecast, going to be sunny, beautiful today. High here, 73. Right now, few clouds and 67. For impact traffic, 9 feet flat. 6:30. You know what?
This report is sponsored by Upwork. If you need in-demand talent on demand.
Upwork has the world's largest professionals, and I have an
Please
alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. You get the point. When you need in-demand...
0 res 60. You are up.
And I don't like that.
Let's talk about ZeroResDenver.com. ZeroRes, let me tell you, this is an essential service. The carpet is the biggest air filter in your home, and when I tell you it makes your home cleaner and safer, I mean it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to cure anything, but let's face it. A cleaner home is a safer home. Everything gets tracked to your carpets and your tile. ZeroRes will clean your carpet and sanitize it with their empowered patented water. It's alkaline-based. It's a great product. And you can get it in your home, 3 rooms for just $119. And then shed the shoes from there on out. That's ZeroResDenver.com, 303-471-5150. They're going beyond CDC guidelines for your safety. You can trust them, 303-471-5150, ZeroResDenver.com.
Kitchen, you are clear. Doors and even replacement windows and doors have a affordable treacherite at Dunright. Hi, I'm Todd Cicchini. You know,
I did play a lot. I used to play a lot of those scrambles. Where you best ball.
Right.
That's kind of because everybody's working together.
Right. I didn't start with Alan yet, did I? No. Okay.
It
No.
Dan Cicchini.
Yeah.
No, you haven't taken Alan yet.
Okay, thanks.
Is that on line 4? The unemployment guy?
Yeah, thanks.
Is that on line 1? Okay.
Thanks.
No, I don't think you take
Alan, I thought he had the one problem. He had 2 different problems.
Yeah, 2 questions.
Yeah.
That's one we've done our best over the years to make their wants.
The second one was an auto
You
accident.
bet, Todd. So, folks, if you're ready, we're ready to serve you. Whether it's a fresh new look in your
So I have these, then I do my bathroom dance.
call us. You have our word.
I had them do it. Like, they did a great job. He was on
362-8370.
I OD on, I think it was like
We've had our
2
lives flipped upside down recently.
Wow.
Many of those things just haven't
all
looked.
the time.
But we faced tough times before. We're going to pull through this because
I saw I paid
what
with
we do
them.
to At
I paid $19,000.
That's a message for you.
After the last thing was done.
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
Nancy said she just emailed you the new guidelines for Denver unemployment. Your
I said,
family.
we'll send some
For
money.
years, Term Provider has been providing affordable term life insurance at better prices and with better service, including policy. She said to let you know that I sent them to her.
Okay.
I'm trying to follow myself, so I'm
Oh.
I was just really pissed.
I thought maybe they might say, you want something to help make sure
in
everything's
addition to
good.
but like my restaurant got closed down.
Will they let you claim for one job loss?
I believe so. My restaurant did send me the official termination letter and everything, so I believe I still have a chance at being able to get something. Maybe not.
Because imagine they
but
buy all the
hopefully
products
partial.
They did a great job. I'm very happy
Tutorials, you may be tempted to take on some home
The guys
improvements
who
yourself.
asked the job was
Some things are better left to professionals. If you have an electrical project, turn to the app
when
for
I talked to
heating and
somebody
electric
on
pros. Whether you're looking to make your home more energy efficient, update basement, garage,
just not
wiring,
exact
install outdoor lighting,
bucks
Duckwood
or
has
so,
highly trained
but they couldn't
technicians.
do it for like
That's why I personally
and
endorse
then
them.
I
Visit
said,
day
do
one.
it
If you're
next
ready to
week.
get started, visit outdoorfixit.com or call 720-324-7780 for repair services.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed every day to help save the lives of cancer patients, accident victims, and so
No, I put up on the thing, they said they weren't taking more appointments on Saturday.
If you are
But
in good
I
health,
might do
please
that.
make an appointment
I
to
gotta see
donate
if I
blood or
get my
platelets
car
in the
aligned
weeks
now.
ahead by visiting
$40.
redcrossblood.org or calling
I'm getting
1-800-RED
signed, you just get,
You can make a
I gotta do
difference.
that.
do it now, it takes 2 seconds.
Oh, I thought I already did something.
Think about
No,
this.
because
Radio reaches
I tried to
92%
find
of
you,
Americans
okay.
looking for solutions
I'm
on
sure
what to
I
buy. Back on in 1 minute, gentlemen.
We gotta kill this
Whether it's
shot.
delivery, takeout, or online.
We just gotta kill it. We gotta kill it. We gotta come up with another shot. This is fucking deadly. This shot is ugly.
Okay.
We need to make a water shot. We're gonna play, not today, but I wanna make a really pretty, it's just ugly. And it also makes us look on top of each other.
This is Dan Captain.
I would say if you could put it up right there.
And might to buy more quarters, you have to pick some up, let's do
Fight
it.
the good fight
But
to stand up
I'm
for what's
thinking
right
that too,
and to
but
do well.
I don't want to do this though, this is what I don't, this is what I get some shots.
We'll just try to cut it off right here.
I'm wondering if almost like,
It'll really shoot down.
no,
Yeah?
My firm accepts rates cases and percentage fee
No,
basis.
we
If
want,
I can
I
be of
want to get
service
some
to
kind of
you,
like,
please feel free to
okay,
call
we'll
me
see.
at 33770-5551 or hit dancapitalistlaw.com.
ugly shot.
is essential,
I might-
and it
I might-
does safety.
He wasn't talking about you, Mark. Ugly shot.
Denver's Talk Station 630 KL. All right, you are up.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, don't forget Centeno Schultz, avoidsurgerytoday.com in order to get into the next webinar, and they could also do private sessions. And if you can get that doc back on whenever you can, staff, it's not a hurry. Next hour is fine. I do have some email questions here. Okay, so Alan, what's going on with your accident? Oh, by the way, before I take Alan, I'm sorry, Doug. We just got some research on this done. There's some new rules, so let me answer Doug's question. Doug, go ahead. What's going on, Doug?
Yeah, hi, Tom.
Hey.
My problem is I'm trying to apply for unemployment insurance, and when I go to their website, which is Colorado UI, there is a statement, "We are sorry about the inconvenience. The service is down for system maintenance. Please check back later." And then they got a nice picture of Governor Polis. I've tried to call him, and it's been like this since last Thursday.
Okay. There have been multiple crashes. The Labor Department therefore implemented some new things, okay? The unemployment office will contact your previous employer to verify your claim. But if your last name, okay, here's what, now you gotta go online and research this, but if your last name begins with the letter A through M, you're going to file on Sunday, Tuesday, or Thursday afternoon on Saturday. So you either go, or you got to go after noon, okay? Wait. Yeah, you file any time on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, or Saturday afternoon. Then if your last name begins with an N to Z, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or before noon on Saturday. And then you have to go to the proper location on the site. This is all spelled out. How shall we get this information out? I'll tell you what we'll do. Daphne, I'll tell you, what we ought to do is find a source for this information. It's probably right at the government's website itself, and we can get all of these laid out. But no, it's easy. Unemployment, if you go to this, here's what you do. Just go to colorado.gov/CDLE. That's Colorado Department of Labor and Employment, sorry for that, CDLE/unemployment. It's all there for you. Workers, employers, FAQs, newsroom, find a job, and resources. It's all right on one page. We should post probably this, but it answers a lot of questions. I'm going to work on a post for our Facebook page, and I'll get this up. But Daphne will give you that information off the air. I don't want to say everything on the air; it's just too hard. But they're trying to limit the traffic in order to prevent the crashes. You're just encountering what a lot of people are. Okay. Now they also did not have a link for everyone yet, and now they just came up with that. So there were people in different conditions, like what if I worked here, or what if I wasn't a W-2, what if I was a 1099, and all of that now has new links on this site. Now, Alan, your turn. Alan wants to talk about an automobile accident. Alan, go ahead. What's happening?
Yeah, so there were. The first thing was I wanted to find out if we are declaring a bankrupt, or not a bankruptcy, but a loan to have this forbearance. Should we continue with that?
I thought, Alan, I'm sorry, I thought you were calling about something else, but that's okay. So you're saying if you were applying for a forbearance, do you need to continue with that? No.
Yes. Should I stop it or no?
Well, no. You still have to ask for it. But here's the problem with it. The only problem, you can get a forbearance up to 6 months, but the government has not addressed how the mortgage company is handling it. In other words, what if the mortgage company says at the end of 6 months, you have a lump sum payment due? You're screwed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so Mike Wink, our attorney from winkandwink.com, those bankruptcy attorneys, Mike Wink said, before you enter into an agreement of forbearance, you must know what's going to happen at the end of 6 months. You must know that, or the agreement could be dangerous. That's the only thing. So, the best case scenario.
So the agreement that they said right now is that it would be 3 months and basically no finance charges and no additional payments and no balloon payment after 3 months.
Wait a minute.
So do I trust that?
Wait, they're putting that in writing?
No.
That just sounds like they're putting it to the back of the loan, though.
No, he says it's not in writing. Then what are you reading?
This is all on the phone.
No, I would get it in writing, of course. But as Mark said, if they're putting it to the back of the loan, it's the best case scenario.
I bet it affects credit, too.
Okay, we got to take a quick break. Okay, go ahead. What's your question? We'll look it up.
About an auto accident, too.
Oh, okay. That's what you were on for originally. Hold on, Alan. I'll take your auto accident coming right up.
All right, gentlemen, you're clear.
When is this 30 coming up?
In about 40 seconds. Did you want me to move it back?
No, I want it now so I can have a little break here.
Yeah, it'll be up right after this traffic.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got about 45 seconds to be ready.
Thank you.
Getting reports of fire, pickup truck fire on northbound I-25 north of Highway 52 traveling up north, so just be aware of that. Not seeing any slowing, just watch out for activity, of course, in that stretch. Both directions of the turnpike still...
I know, it doesn't look terrible now. But
I guess I would put high, we didn't get too much of these lights there.
But we'll figure construction there as well.
Because if we get dock, we go right over there. Up there, we should get dock.
Not looking that was my fault. I suggested that. We'll figure something out.
K-How. All right, Tom, 15 seconds to your Fuller Law. It's a short.
I was thinking that.
And I have an alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. When you need in-demand talent,
John Fuller, Fuller Law, your automobile expert, your traffic accident expert. If anything's happened with a bicycle, a motor vehicle, if it has wheels, if you've been hurt, I'm serious now. John Fuller will do a personal consultation free of charge. He can do it by telephone. His office is completely remote. Everything can be done by DocuSigning. Do not go against your rights. Do not sit on them. Get help. You can even do telemedicine to document injuries or pain. 303-597-4500, personalinjuryco.com.
During these troubling Kevin Lutz wants to help you for free. If you have a concern relating to the coronavirus or anything else, set up a telemedicine call with Dr. Kevin Lutz from your computer or mobile device. This is completely free and there's no obligation. Dr. Kevin Lutz is here to help anyone who needs to talk with a medical doctor. Dr. Lutz is available to talk with you Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. To set up your free, no-obligation telemedicine video, go to 303dr.com. Once again, 303dr.com.
Team Dave Logan wants to thank you for doing your part to keep our community healthy. And as you spend more time indoors and refocus on enjoying your family and your home, you might start to think about how you can create relaxing spaces that everybody will love. Our landscapers, deck builders, and painters can help you create a perfect outdoor oasis so you can get outside and take advantage of the beautiful weather. And they can do this all while maintaining a safe distance. Visit TeamDaveLogan.com to learn more. TeamDaveLogan.com.
Now back to Rick Edelman, founder of Edelman Financial Engines.
Thanks, Rick. Aren't estate plans only for the wealthy?
Everybody over the age of 18 needs an estate plan. You need an estate plan to make sure that your wishes are followed. The other part of an estate plan is not even dealing with who gets your stuff. The other part of the estate plan is even more important. It's how to protect you while you're alive if you're incapacitated and unable to care for your affairs.
From here forward, Edelman Financial Engines. Call 888-PLAN-RIC to learn more.
Pressure often brings out the best in people. More generosity, more kindness. Here at Car Toys, to ensure the well-being of customers and staff, we've temporarily closed our stores. However, if you're looking for a great do-it-yourself project, maybe a dash camera or better speakers in your ride, you can still visit us online at cartoys.com. Anyway, stay safe. Let's keep helping each other out. And if you want to learn more about how to upgrade your ride with the smart technology new vehicles have, visit cartoys.com.
A better way to go! I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I can tell you from personal experience, Fix-It 24/7 cares about our community with plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical services. And now, during this crisis, they're committed to helping one family each day and every day with a free heating or plumbing repair. If you or someone you know is in need, go to fixmyhome.com and click Please Help. Fix-It 24/7 goes beyond all CDC guidelines to keep you safe.
So
Fixmyhome.com. Hi, I'm Jay Farber, CEO of Freedom Loans and Rocket Mortgage. During the challenging times we're all experiencing, our top priority is the health and safety of the communities we serve. And while it's true that things are changing rapidly every day, one thing that'll never change is our commitment to giving you the best mortgage experience. At Rocket Mortgage, our guiding philosophy of every client, every time, no exceptions, no excuses, exists for times like right now. We understand that hardships may arise, and we're prepared to help. If you currently work with us and need assistance with your mortgage, contact us 24/7 at rocketmortgage.com. As we all think about ways to save money, let me remind you that mortgage rates are near historic lows. If you think right now is the right time to refinance your mortgage, our home loan experts are available to help you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rocketmortgage.com.
I get tired of not flavors. I get tired of the same brews. Like there's never one that fits for me. I got to get from French to breakfast blend to
protect your home. You want to become mortgage.
And your coffee tastes like garbage.
With home rates at historic lows, now may be the best time to be prepared if the economy changes. Last time many of our friends lost their home when it was unnecessary. Take aim, 720-895-0500. Many of our clients have the ability to tap their equity should the economy change. All back on in 1 minute.
How much?
I'll show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times to give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important for your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage at 720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take aim 720-895-0500, where it's all about you. 30 seconds.
Way of life. Denver's talk station wants to help you pay your bills. Listen for up to 12 chances every day to text and win $1,000. Sponsored by Wind River Spas on 630 KHOW.
If you're stuck at home, do what I did and get a new hot tub from Wind River Spas. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky, and with Wind
10 seconds, gentlemen.
your hot tub online, have it delivered right to your home while supporting a Colorado family-owned business. Learn more at Wind River.
All right, here we go.
Tom.
You're up.
Hey, Tom Martino. Tom Martino here, 303-713-8255. Let's talk. What's on your mind? Alan, you have an auto accident you want to talk about. What's going on with your auto accident, sir?
Yes, Tom. I wanted to ask you a very simple question. I hope it's simple.
Go ahead.
I had an auto accident in November.
Yes, sir.
Where there was an accident alert, so the officers didn't seem to want to respond. I asked them to respond. However, okay, so I stopped in front of a vehicle that was in front of me.
Did this happen during the COVID crisis now?
No.
When did it happen? November.
November.
Okay, so there was no accident alert, or was it a snow accident alert?
It was a snow accident alert.
Okay,
at
gotcha.
the time.
All right,
but
gotcha.
I did call them.
And who hit who?
I did call them, and
who hit who? Give me the picture.
So, okay, I stopped in front of somebody that shouldn't have been parked in the lanes in front of the traffic on Quebec.
And what happened?
And somebody behind me slammed into me.
Gotcha.
And hit me and
Gotcha.
pushed me into another vehicle. And now they're claiming, their insurance is claiming.
Who's they?
That,
Which one?
no,
Which one?
the person behind me.
Their insurance, the person that hit you, their insurance is claiming what?
That I had not stopped, and I already hit the individual in front of me. So
wait,
who's
so they're
responsible
claiming you had hit someone, and that person then hit you.
Yes.
It was a chain reaction caused by you. You're saying the other way around. They hit you. You're saying
no. The person in front of me won't admit, won't tell the full story.
Well,
so she doesn't really remember what happened.
The person in front of you hit, right?
No, never hit her until after I was pushed into her.
You just said to them, you never hit her until you were pushed into her.
No.
Here's what I'm asking. Just please, did you hit the person in front of you, yes or no?
No.
Okay, then you have nothing to worry. I'm not going to talk to you because you're not telling me. You did hit the person in front of you. It's just a question of how you hit him. Were you pushed into him, or did you hit him on your own? But you did come in contact with him. Did you not?
After I was pushed into them. Yes,
Alan,
sir.
okay, then I asked the question, did you hit the car in front of you? The answer is yes. Well, go to hell. Bye. I'm done with you, all right? There was a reason I'm asking the question the way I'm asking it, because you're narrowing it down. But no, he just doesn't even see that he made contact with that person until he was pushed. They're saying you hit him. Well, the hell with you, okay? We can't even come to terms on how to talk. Let's talk to Daniel now about his malpractice. He's saying malpractice. I don't think it's malpractice. Here's what's happening. Daniel has a problem, and he's sick and tired of the healthcare industry. We got to get off Bluetooth or something, Daniel, because we're having an echo. But Daniel says he's got a host of health problems, and I know what you're saying, okay? I don't want to go through each and every problem, but what you're saying is, from your first encounter with National Jewish, along with VA, and trying to treat this breathing problem, they have caused more harm than good, and you don't feel you're getting the right attention. I get it. But a lot of people who are sick, who try different therapies, also say that kind of thing. So it's easy for you to get lost in the shuffle, because anyone who is chronically sick that is not getting better has a tendency to blame the healthcare workers.
No, Tom, here's the deal. When they screw up, they found this new little tool. Okay, like, for instance, my circulatory problems are made worse by this drug the VA gave me. It's really bad. You have to get a vein finder machine to start an IV in me, okay? It's nobody rarely gets an IV started without the big vein binder machine. When they don't listen to you, and then they like blowing up my hand like National Jewish did, and then they snowflake on me and say, "Oh, he scared our staff because I screamed out in pain." And then what they do, Tom, is they hide their incompetence by saying this is a problem patient, that he scared our staff because he yelled out because we heard him. I mean, but the lawyers in this town, Tom, won't go near a case unless it's worth $750,000.
Daniel, you're absolutely. Let's take one thing at a time. First of all, malpractice means. What is this noise coming from? Where am I hearing this other call? Do you hear it, or is it just me?
No, I don't hear it. But anyways,
I hear it. Okay, you hear it. You hear it, Mark. Hold on, Daniel. Where's that coming from? Board up here or Ants? I'm sorry, Ants. Where's that coming from? Do you know?
It's on Daniel's call. Yeah, it's his call. Somebody's in the back of his call, or he has his radio on or something.
Okay, all right.
Supers.
So Daniel, here's the deal. You're saying that malpractice, no one will take it unless you have damages. You're right. But here's the other thing, Daniel. Many times, what one person thinks is malpractice is not necessarily malpractice. There are many times where it's not malpractice. But even if it is, it doesn't have to be malpractice to have a lawsuit. It could just be incompetent care and causing you damage. But still, you have to have a substantial damage. Since you are chronically ill, the problem is establishing serious damage. That's the unfortunate part. It's not that I'm shutting you down. It's just that your particular case, I'll let you bitch about it, but we can't talk about damages.
You have 3 ex-wives and your current...
All right, you're clear.
Policy 3
times the size of the policy.
Here, would you ask Daniel, did he send us an email on this malpractice? I want Deputy Doc to talk to him. So get Daniel's information for Deputy Doc to talk about real treatment and real malpractice rather than just...
He hung up, but if he calls back, we'll get his information.
All right.
$100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. Save enough money.
What's that?
You mean Daniel? I know.
Oh, he's in contact with you?
He's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1979. That's 800-777-1979.
In a good way, yeah. Is there a bad way?
You can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1979.
Did you put this special down here for
800-777-1979.
Oh, okay.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
Talk station 630 KHOW Denver. An iHeartRadio station.
Like 60,000 times.
No idea. Did I?
Watch what happens in my cockpit.
ABC News, I'm Clayton Sandell. As the U.S. races
why did it copy?
coronavirus outbreak for the number of fatalities, New York reached its highest one-day death toll, 731 people on Monday.
I'll show you
But the
why.
epicenter of the nation's outbreak is also seeing some signs that the number of cases could be hitting a plateau. Governor Andrew Cuomo. We talk about the
fucking Democrats never like talking about like what could be not really a disaster.
Projecting that we are.
We want to have a fucking disaster, please.
Cuomo says social distancing
Never let a good crisis go away.
businesses are
That's
closed
what Ron
on
Emanuel
April
said.
29th. But he also says his state is beginning to look at ways to reopen and restart
Let me tell you something that you
in Wuhan, China, where the coronavirus outbreak began,
That guy
travel restrictions
had
in the city
made
have been
clear
lifted for the
that
first
he-
time since going on
The
lockdown.
first time he explained it, he said that he jumped on.
No, but here's the thing. He would not admit that. All I want to know is did you hit the woman in front of you?
It was a matter of semantics.
I don't give a shit. He did come in contact with me.
He felt that he pushed into it, was not him, but
Robert Wood Johnson Foundation.
that's
Professor says cautious
I don't
about
care.
those
I can't talk to people unless I come to an agreement of terms. I don't get it. And I don't have to. The thing, I do know that you're right. He did say he was pushing, but what I wanted to say something because there is something. They're saying he hit.
we've reached the
If he says, I never hit her, I was pushed into her, he sounds like a fucking guy. He can say, I hit her because the guy hit me. He's talking about sliding into her like something. What I'm saying is he's not making a strong argument.
A new streaming service if you've got a short attention span. Quibi is short for Quick Bites. All the shows are 10 minutes or less. Clayton Sandell, ABC News.
In business today, being ready is more challenging than ever. As you work to keep your doors open and employees and customers protected,
I never eat it. That's where my signals come over.
microfiber
So
towels,
people in Walmart can't buy it.
paper
Yeah,
towels,
look at all of
toilet
it.
tissue,
I
and safety
think
glasses.
does it
We
have
can
a
even
date on it?
sanitize your
And
reservoirs.
that you can,
We'll serve you with the speed and
It's
dedication.
forever.
Learn how Cintas can help your business stay ready at Cintas.com. You're not a big talker. You're a big doer.
Do you know what that's
Sometimes the only way to solve the problem is to get on the board and figure it out. So the only people I like talking to, Granger. Knowledgeable product experts. Getting the answers to your toughest questions. Calling Granger is the one conversation I don't mind having.
You killed me.
Engine and motor parts to valves and
What?
vacuum
You
pumps.
killed me.
Comes
I
to
killed
solve my
you.
problems, Granger's got my back.
And just the game.
Click
You didn't play.
Granger.com, stop by.
What?
Although they do call both that possible.
You didn't play?
Get it done.
No. Somebody played me. It wasn't me.
J-How News.
Wait, you were playing a stranger Dan?
While the battle against coronavirus
I don't
continues in
know.
Colorado, there is some positive news on the
Unless
horizon.
that was computer. Okay, it was
There.
State health officials say
that might be good.
Certainly seen that.
Okay, maybe that's right up in there.
Every day
So,
seem
because
to
that way you get back.
increasing,
It's your first move.
at an exponential rate. We also seen cases potentially plateauing in the hospital.
There you
That's
go.
Dr. Eric Franks with the
That
Department
just got your
of
first
Health.
move, right? Yeah.
Stay-at-home
Okay.
orders are being
Now
extended
it was
to
good.
Denver and the state of Colorado. Denver's
trying to
reaching the end of the month.
my
The
century
state through April
password.
26th. Mayor Hancock says despite the differences between the two, it's definitely a joint effort.
We'll make the right decision.
Both Hancock and the governor say those orders can be rolled back or extended again. That depends on the coronavirus numbers. King Soopers across Colorado limiting the number of in-store shoppers to assist in slowing the spread. That starts today. I'm Chad.
At Walmart yesterday, they had lines on the floor.
This report is
Today,
sponsored by the ad
box of 6 foot.
Traveling across the metro area freeway.
The cashier line had lines on the floor where you had to stand while you were waiting in line.
Bound I-25 north of Highway 52 traveling up north.
So this guy's asking, does your credit get, do they still balances? Do you think they affect your credit?
Both directions of the turnpike still stop and go between federal and.
No, it's not supposed to.
They should because it's not
They cannot.
late payment.
They cannot, that's right, they cannot do it.
225 heading out to Peoria, one lane blocked due to construction there as well. The weather forecast, going to be sunny, beautiful today with a high near 73. Right now, just a few clouds and 67. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Waxner, 630 K-How.
This is an American Red Cross blood donation alert. We are currently facing a severe blood shortage. Healthy blood and platelet donors are asked to make an appointment to give now. Donating blood is safe and can help save lives. Please schedule an appointment by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS today.
Don't miss out
It's your
on some
move.
of the all-time lowest
I know.
interest rates. You can still buy or refi with
I
IPO
moved.
loans safely.
Oh, there you go, okay.
Secure, locally owned and operated. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I don't take my recommendations lightly. Brent Ivinson started Ideal in Colorado just about 20 years ago, and he's more committed than ever to doing loans at the lowest rates and costs in the market because he controls the entire process and loans his own money. As a direct mortgage lender, he has a
That'll give
streamlined
you
process
45
that can be
minutes.
done entirely online
Oh,
and
man.
on the phone.
That's the most.
At 3038
Back on in 1 minute, gentlemen.
or idealhomeloans.com. Brent urges you to shop for your loan. He
Yeah,
simply
yeah,
wants to
yeah,
show
I
you
did that.
business because
I made the wrong move.
he can make you a
You
better
did?
deal. And all it takes on your part is a phone call. 303-867-7000. Everything to gain. For your next ideal home loan, idealhomeloans.com. 303-867-7000.
This is Dave Logan from the law offices of Dan Kaplan, a serious law firm for serious cases.
Back on in about 30.
Effects of the global pandemic. There are people less fortunate who desperately need our help. The homeless and those who are already struggling to make ends meet. That's why Denver's Talk Station is joining Catholic Charities to provide shelter, food, and emergency assistance to those in need. Colorado always steps up, sharing kindness during difficult times. Find out how you can help at khow.com and at ccdenver.org/COVID-19.
All right, gentlemen, here we go.
This is the
You are up.
show.
I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the troubleshooter.
Hello, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve your problems, answer your questions, take your complaints, and making your life just a little easier. This hour brought to you by the wonderful people at OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Whether you need just a broken spring replaced or a whole garage door opener, OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Great service, One Clear Choice Doors. Now, what's on your mind today? Call us, let us know. I want to make a programming note here. Art of Granite. Mitch Floria has a bunch of stone he's selling at wholesale. Natural stone. He can get you, listen to this, he can get you countertops in 2 weeks from the time you select product. Art of Granite, theartofgranite.com. You can make appointments. You can do things online, all things online. You can start by going to Art of Granite, theartofgranite.com, theartofgranite.com. And here's his phone number, 303-386-5919, 303-386-5919, theartofgranite.com. What I'm saying is I want all of our businesses on the referral list to let us know what you're doing and how you're doing, and I'm going to be filling you guys in too. If you want to know what essential businesses or non-essential businesses are open, or, excuse me, what non-essential businesses are doing and when they'll be open, what specials, let us know. And I just got late word here. I got some word here on Honest, Accurate Auto in the Springs. You know what? I'm going to do that tomorrow because we're off on the Springs right now. So why don't you just remind me? We'll keep that up there for tomorrow, and we'll do it then. I'm sorry I didn't get that in there, Honest, Accurate Auto. So let's talk to Bob, who has a comment on what's going on with the COVID-19 emergency and pandemic. Go ahead, Bob. What did you want to say?
Yes, sir. I was wondering if no one's talking about this. Are we? What if you think you may have had it and you don't know
You're
where
right.
you can test?
You're right. I've had that inquiry at least 4 times. Is there an antibody test? I don't know. I think there can be an antibody test, but it's not their priority right now. Their priority right now is to test for the virus. But many people have asked about it because they think they had it. They really did think they had it, or they think they may have had it with hardly any symptoms. There are plenty of people right now who have had it. There are. And if that's you, it's possible you have the antibody. Deputy Doc, do you know anything about the antibody test and when they're going to have it available and why it's not available?
Well, I know that they are working on an antibody test. It's just not available right now to the general.
And it's not their priority
to the general
either,
public.
is it?
No, it's not the priority, but they're still working on it. And there is a test for it, but again, it's still experimental, or not. But it's not available to the general public at this point.
All right.
Only in trials.
All right. Thank you. So they are working on it, Bob. If do you think you had it? Maybe, probably.
I may have had it. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, thanks, man. We'll let you know. We'll keep an eye out on that. JT, on our referral list, Garage Kings, they do garage floor coatings. I have said this before. In a home, garage floors are so awesome when they're done. It's one of the first things I do when I move into a home. Honest to God, I go to the garage and say, I need these floors done. Now, here's what's great about it. They're offering a screaming deal. And the good thing about having them work in the garage, you can keep your distance. You don't have to worry about people coming to your home. JT,
Let's talk about it now. Garage Kings, how long have you been doing floor covering?
A little over 3 years, Tom.
And it's a great product. Talk about your product. GarageKings.com/Denver. I believe that's a franchise, and you're in Denver. What's your area?
We do Colorado Springs all the way to Fort Collins.
Good. And what are you doing special for people?
So right now we're just trying to keep our employees busy and stuff. We're doing a $4.75 a square foot. Normally
That's incredible.
$6.50.
That's a great price, man.
Square foot.
So that's prep and everything. How does that work?
So what we do is we grind the floor, removing all dust, oil from the concrete, no matter if it's new or old. Then we'll clean it. Then we put our product down, flake whatever color you choose, put a top coat down, and we're in and out within a day.
Now, what's the size of a typical garage?
About 500 square feet.
Now, you're in and out within a day?
Yes, we use a polyaspartic. It's 20 times stronger, 3 times more durable than epoxy, but it's also a fast-curing product. It only takes about 3 to 4 hours for it to cure.
Now, are you saying that all that prep plus the covering is only $475, or is the prep extra?
No, that's everything.
So you're telling me a 500 square foot garage I can have done for $2,375. These are things, I don't know about you people, but if you've had estimates before, they're $4,000 and $5,000 for small garages. This is really cheap. This is good stuff, man. And so how soon, if somebody calls you, how soon can you get out there to estimate it?
Right now we're doing estimates over the phone. You just tell us the size of your garage.
And it's $475, right?
$475 a square foot.
That is cool.
Then if you just clear out your garage that day, we'll be there the next day and we'll get it done.
All in one day.
All in one day, and you can put your items back in the following day.
Very cool. So and they're on referralist.com, Garage Kings. I'm going to give you the phone number, 720-572-1781. This is truly a screaming deal, JT. Garage Kings, Garage Floor Coatings, 720-572-1781. Honest to goodness, $475. I've never had it done for that price ever. And I'm going to give you
Tom,
go ahead.
I'll give you our local number. It's 720.
Yeah.
252.
Oh, what number did I just give out?
That's our corporate, so
damn. Okay.
They'll have to go to our corporate office.
Let's do your local number. I'm sorry. What's your local number? 720
252
252
0370.
0370. Okay, I'll do that again. 720 252 0370. That's 720-252-0370. GarageKings.com/Denver. Thanks, JT. Appreciate you being on the referral list. And I've told any business, on or off the referral list, give us a call. We like helping businesses. Now, I don't know Austin. He's not on the referral list. That's not to say they're not good people. But I did invite anyone to call in to tell us about their business. So who are you, Austin?
Hey, Tom. I am a 23-year-old contractor. I've had my company for about 7 years.
Wait a minute. You had this company for 7 years and you're 21?
23.
23. Okay, so you've had this company from a young man. Did you start it?
Yes, sir. I changed names, and I officially LLC'd it about 3 years ago. But I've been
what do you do? 7 years. What do you do, Austin?
We were doing remodels and basement build-outs, a whole bunch of stuff. But now I'm starting to specialize in roofing because I'm tired of all these jack-offs out here.
Now listen, so you're going into roofing from construction. So you're not doing construction anymore?
I am. I'm not being picky right now, but I would like to move into roofing, and I've been starting to push that over the past year.
You know, I would like to help you. It's a really weird thing. I just want people to know this is a young man just called me. He's in business. He's doing roofing. He does some construction. He's called A1 Building Concepts. I'll let you give out a number, Austin. Go ahead. Are you offering anything special? Any money off? Anything?
Do you take money up front?
Do we take money up front? It depends on the size of the roof. We don't need to. Usually 10K or more, we'll take a little bit up front.
Okay,
just
so
to know that you're as trustworthy as we are.
I'll tell you what. Hold on. What is your phone number?
It's 720-254-5129.
Now, here's what I want to tell you, okay? Again, people, this is Austin. He's not on the referral list. As I said, that's not – I told businesses I want to help everyone during this time, especially, of course, referral list members because we check him out. But, Austin, thank you for calling, and you ought to consider – again, I'm not pressuring you, but you ought to consider the referral list if you can undergo the background check, because it would be a great place for people to browse and they can read about you. And it is, honest to God, the only list that truly monitors and has recourse. The only one. You hear it on this show. I don't have to say anything other than that. Okay, Crystal as a landlord keeping a deposit. No, we're going to talk about that and more coming up.
All right, you are clear.
Every week.
Hey, Tom?
Yes,
we'll bring you an hour.
We have another Mile High estate planning up here in like a minute and a half. Did you want me to just go ahead and record for that?
No, I'm going to do it. Because that's really important.
You're right.
I've
been lifting sinking concrete across the front
You don't pay me to play chess. You pay me to
fix your sinking concrete and save you money. Call Advanced Mudjacking, 303-424-9441 or advancedmudjacking@yahoo.com.
Rates are like a roller coaster lately. Are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? Take AIM, Affordable Interest Mortgage. With home values still at their highest level ever and rates at historic lows, now may be the best time to be prepared if the economy changes. Last time, many of our friends lost their home when it was unnecessary. Take AIM, 720-895-0500. Many of our clients have the ability to tap their equity should the economy change, all without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times to give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important, your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage at 720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, where it's all about you.
Matthews Fine Watches.
All right, Tom, 15 seconds.
Listen, our watchmakers are factory trained and certified to ensure your watch is being properly taken care of. We offer an optional 2-hour same-day service for battery and reseal of your Cartier watch.
MileHigh Estate Planning is the place to call if you need help with an estate plan. Let me amend that, okay? You need to call them. This is the time not to take chances. So many people have said to me, Tom, I don't have any directives. Honest to God, if I was in with a respirator, I don't even know what would happen with paying bills. You know, really, a respirator puts you out of it because you have to be drugged and all that. I don't want to scare you, but I do want to tell you this. It's a wake-up call, isn't it? Get your directives down. Get your will in order. Get your trust in order. Get everything in order that you need so you can preserve assets. You can help your heirs. You can make sure that what you want is done when you need it done. Anything from a simple estate plan to a prenup, a postnup, a trust, even offshore trusts that are legal and ethical, and how to do it. He does it all, and you can do it remotely. You can text or call this number, 720-924-6171. 720-924-6171, and it's milehighestateplanning.com.
Now back to Rick Up
You are clear.
on Financial Engines.
Hey, Rick, how do I choose the best investment?
It's not about picking the best investment because nobody knows how to do that. Since we don't know which horse is going to win the race, let's bet on every horse. And let's own the racetrack besides. We have to recognize that there's this broad array of investing opportunities to enable you to achieve your long-term goals. Your stocks, bonds, government securities, real estate, homes.
From here forward, Edelman Financial Insurance. Call 888-TANRIC to learn
But
more.
after we have Mac's question on that, Tom didn't think so.
What would happen to them? You need life insurance, and SelectQuote can help you get it at a price you can afford.
SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, who's in excellent health, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $19 a month.
Not in perfect health? Don't worry.
SelectQuote found Tanya, 40, who has type 2 diabetes, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $32 a month.
We shop companies like Protective, Prudential, American General, and others to find you the company with the best rates. Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
For your free quote, call 1-800-881-4747. That's 1-800-881-4747. Or go to selectquote.com. That's 1-800-881-4747.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policies at selectquote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Did you screw up? Or maybe not, but you are accused of screwing up. Being charged with a DUI can have long-ranging effects, but somehow it happened. Now you must deal with it, and you better get help. You need the law offices of Joseph A. Lazara, 303-429-6200, with an emphasis on DUI. He has flat rate pricing. You'll know the price of everything before legal work begins. This is not a time for blind lawyer shopping. Go with someone I know and trust. Joseph A. Lazara. Free initial consultations. 303-429-6200. You're going to face a trying time. Get someone to protect.
Back in about a minute, gentlemen.
Lazara. 303-429-6200. If you're accused of any crime, you can call Joseph Lazara for criminal defense. 303-429-6200.
You call me?
Find him on my referral list. For this report is sponsored by
No, close zero, bro. Get it right.
Weather next couple of days followed by a chance for
It's the doc's influence.
beats.
Not at all. Yeah, he's going to be smoking here pretty quick.
Victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique,
Oh, shut the
but you are not alone. You owe
Oh.
Get mad.
I'm going to get a glucose meter and do a live on-air test. No, I'm going to do a live test with a glucose meter.
Talk station. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 630 K at
Okay,
iHeartRadio
let's
station.
do it.
All right, gentlemen, here we go.
The finger prick. I wonder if you can handle it.
You are up.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255.
We're trying to, and LarsonTaxRelief.com, somebody said, Tom, believe it or not, I did get a notice right before this, and you said they're working, the ones that they're working. Yes, they are. They're not sending out any notices, but they are working them. And Larson Tax Relief, we had Michael on the other day. They are still open for business. Larson Tax Relief. It's 844-LARSON TAX. LARSON. So 844-LARSON TAX. They are in business. They are doing help, because even though there's no collection action, as soon as this is over, everything ramps back up. So it's a good chance, and it's a good time to actually file and to get caught up. 844-LARSON TAX. Let's keep going here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Crystal, this sounds unbelievable to me. And we also have open lines, so get your calls in. I want to know people who are taking advantage of people. I also want to know how you're coping. And if you're in business, let us know. If you need a job, let us know. If you have jobs available, let us know. Crystal, why were you leaving? Tell me what's happening. Tell me all about your apartment.
Okay, so what happened is the condo above me had water damage and a pipe busted. So I had to move out. My landlord said it wasn't livable while they were working on it, so they put me in a hotel.
Now, your landlord doesn't own the other one above, right?
That's correct. He doesn't.
Just owns your unit, and he had to move you out so they could do construction.
Yes.
Most likely his insurance is going to pay him for that. So what happened? You had to move out. Now, does that mean he ended your lease?
No, I moved out and he paid for me. I think either he paid or the tenants upstairs paid for me to stay in a hotel.
Okay.
And he said it would take 2 weeks. The first week, nothing was done. The second week, the construction guy also lived in the same hotel, and he was looking for a place to stay. So we all agreed that he could take over my lease while he was working on it, and I could move into a different apartment.
In the same complex. Okay, so what happened then?
No, in a totally different complex. I was moving out and everything.
Oh, you're moving out and you're getting away from this landlord?
Yes.
You were breaking your lease?
Yes.
Okay, but the landlord agreed to it.
That's correct. He agreed that.
He said, hey, don't worry about it. The construction guy will take your apartment. We'll let you out, and you can go somewhere else. Okay, what happened then?
He understood that I needed my deposit in order to move. He said, okay, I give you back your deposit free and clear. And I've been texting him and calling him. And
How much
he
is
said,
your
that's
deposit?
Fine. $1,300.
Is he keeping it now?
Yes, he's saying, first he told me that I need to talk with the construction guy to get it, which I don't think is my job.
Well, no, first of all, it would be the construction. Oh, he means the construction guy has to make the deposit, so he may as well make it to you?
Yes, he said once he gets the check from the construction guy, he'll cash it and give it to me.
Okay.
That's what he said.
All right.
And
what
now
happened?
he's saying that he has 30 days legally.
He does.
So basically,
he does.
Yes, that's correct. But we agreed that he would give me the deposit.
I understand,
so that
but
I
he has
can move
30, he has 30 days.
Yeah, but wait. She needs it to go get a new
I
place
get it.
because he can't make it livable right now.
I get it, but you know what? No, they were paying for her to have temporary housing. This whole new deal about getting the guy in there and her getting out of the lease, that was a new deal. But technically,
I bet Doc could talk him into
I think
just
we
coughing
should.
it up.
I think we should. But the guy probably doesn't have the money, Mark. These people aren't supposed to spend that money, but they do. They're supposed to keep it in trust. That's why he told Crystal, we wait till the other guy makes his money, makes his deposit. Deputy Doc, I want to remind this guy, this landlord, that he's not allowed to spend that money, and by the mere fact he's telling Crystal, hey, wait until the new tenant makes his deposit, and then I'll give you that money, that tells me he spent the money. He's supposed to keep it in trust. I know he has 30 days, but this is a special circumstance, isn't it? I think, come on, man. We're all asking people to go the extra mile. Go ahead, Mark.
This is one where maybe we need to help her out on a very, very short-term loan.
Yeah, we can, but then we need to talk to the landlord to make sure he's going to give her that deposit. Because, you know, I don't mind helping her out. But did you find a new place, Crystal?
Yes, I moved into a new apartment.
Is it better overall?
Oh, it is totally better.
Good for you. Hey, by the way,
the landlord now, he never responds to my text messages or phone calls.
All right, well, you know what? We'll call him. We'll call him. Hey, Crystal, I want to ask you something. How are you doing? Like, do you work?
Yes, I'm still working, but I used all my savings to move because I thought he would have gave me my
What do you do for
deposit
work?
back.
What do you do for work that you're fortunate enough to keep?
I work at a medical office.
Oh, really? So do you work for a doc?
Yes, we have a couple doctors.
Okay, and you get any COVID cases?
Not right now.
But you probably get a lot of nervous people.
Yes, all day.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Crystal, for what you do, by the way. Healthcare workers, man, we need you. And so we're going to look into this and try to get that money unleashed for you or make arrangements for a loan. Do you have good credit, Crystal?
Awesome credit. I take really good care of my credit.
And you pay your bills. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to.
So, hold on. Deputy Doc, we'll get that information on chat from DAF. 303-713-TALK. Okay, let's get Centeno Schultz back up if we can. I got a question for him or two. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, and Mike Wink, if possible, right after this.
You are clear.
Home savers, home investors.
Station.
Tom, you have a
Oh,
home
now what-
investor short. Here
What
in
was that
about
one
40
I
seconds.
had? What it was?
What they can do is virtually.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna put this, hold on.
So you did.
Now,
Tom,
Yes, sir.
brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance.
I think I do.
Home Investor Short.
Highway 119 still in the cleanup stages. That has the right lane blocked, jamming things back to Highway 52.
Okay,
Roadworks
okay,
slowing
let me
things
see.
down
I hope I have it
around
handy
both
here.
directions of the Boulder Turnpike backing up to Turnpike Coast and westbound I-70 sluggish
Yeah. Hold on, let me look.
and some pockets of slowing on eastbound C470 between Santa Fe and University. Your forecast for today, sunny this afternoon, a high in
No,
the
you know what? I
70s,
don't
cool off to the
have it
mid-40s
here.
overnight tonight. Mostly sunny tomorrow for your
We
Wednesday.
can get it pretty
high
easily
over
from
60.
Tim.
It's 71 right now in Denver.
You can
With
get
your
it from
impact
Tim.
traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
Got issues with
All right.
Or from Ross.
King Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and
Here we go. Home Investor Short. You are up.
.org.
You can sell your home immediately today. You may have to get out of town. You may want to sell and you don't care about the market right now because you got some deferred maintenance, you don't want to fix anything. Well, guess what? You can do it right now. Now, the worst that will happen is you get a bid and you say, oh, that's ridiculous. But you know what? In 2,500 cases, the people did not say that's ridiculous. They took it. You can too. And here it is. 800-44-BUYER. 800-44-BUYER. Get a bid on your home sight unseen. They can do it from just videos and photos, a good description. Call them and find out more. You can get a bid today and get the money as soon as tomorrow. 800-44-BUYER.
Pressure up, right? You are clear. More generosity, more kindness. Here at Car Toys, to ensure the well-being of customers and staff, we've temporarily closed our stores. However, if you're looking for a great do-it-yourself project, maybe a dash camera or better speakers in your ride, you can still visit us online at cartoys.com. Anyway, stay safe, and let's keep helping each other out. And if you want to learn more about how to upgrade your ride with the smart technology new vehicles have, visit cartoys.com.
A better way to go! I should have had done right to it. Don't be that person that says this after ordering a remodel project. Hi folks, Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. Simply put, we make people happy by being particular, just like you. 800-362-8370.
Hi, Carlin Tucker here. In an uncertain world, you can have certainty in your financial portfolio. We can secure your monthly income. We offer accounts that have averaged 5% for many years with no risk or loss to principal or gains. We also offer other accounts that limit your market losses to 5%, 10%, or 15%, whatever makes you the most comfortable. Our office has been in the same building for 20 years, and we've been providing peace of mind for 38. Just give us a call, and we'll help you protect your portfolio right over the phone. For safety, income, and opportunity, just call Tucker Financial at 303-734-1234. When the financial markets collapse, we're the ones helping protect your life's work. So don't just retire. Retire happy. Retire with Tucker. 303-734-1234. That's 303-734-1234.
This is not an offer to buy or sell. Securities are offered through Tucker Asset Management.
Plumline Services is extending their offer for a free carrier furnace to April 15th. Plus, you'll get a whole house germicidal air purifier. And all you have to do is buy a qualifying carrier AC. Manufacturer's rebates up to $1,650 and energy rebates up to $800. Rest assured, Plumline is putting your safety first with stringent sanitary guidelines. Turn to the experts you trust. Plumline Services with faith, ethics, and character. PlumlineServices.com.
Pat Miller, Gabby Gourmet, Corky Douglas. Remember him from Taunton Weeds and now from Milwaukee Tavern? Well, Corky will join me this Saturday, the day before Easter, from 1 to 2 on 630 KHOW.
We've had our lives flipped upside down recently, and for many of us, things just got a lot rougher. But we've faced tough times before, and we're going to pull through this because, well, that's what we do in America. At Term Provider, Big Lou has a message for you. If all this craziness has you protecting the ones you care about, don't let it stop when we get through this. Keep the protection rolling with a life insurance shield around your family. For over 30 years, Term Provider has been providing affordable term life insurance at better prices and with better service, including policies that don't need an in-home exam. As for Big Lou, he's just like you, spending time at home with his kids too. No matter what your medical history, prostate cancer, heart conditions, high cholesterol, or if you're taking prescription medications, at Term Provider, we can help you find $1 million or more of term life insurance at affordable rates to fit your budget. There's no obligations. Call now for your free quote. Call
Chester after that.
568-2790. That's 800-568-2790. 800-568-2790.
Season after season, quality the reason people trust.
Back on in 1 minute, guys.
Beautiful windows, siding.
Gateway Home Solutions realizes this is the tough time, and they're rewarding you for it. A never-before half-price sale, plus special no-interest financing. Call for details 303-421-7100. Get 50% off K&H beautiful energy-efficient windows, Everlast siding, the best siding in the world, and Provia entry doors, the best product.
Back in 30.
50%
Our guys are asking for your, if I can push your
virtual appointments available. Make your own at khwindows.com.
What's that?
He wants me to put on here. I don't know if you want to write it down there.
Virtual appointment at khwindows.com. 303-421-7100.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
All right, here we go, gentlemen.
I got a phone. I have a phone.
KL, an iHeart radio station.
All right, you're up.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. And this is really important because right now you have to make sure you have the right insurance. Compass Insurance Group is
doing their thing. Compass Insurance Group. Do you know right now your insurance broker? Do you know your agent? You probably don't. In fact, you probably call an 800 number to connect it to someone in another country maybe that speaks another language. You can get a local independent insurance agent on your side, insurance brokers with Auto Owners Insurance. That's one of the many companies they represent, Auto Owners Insurance, a great company, someone that you can call when bad stuff happens, and Auto Owners will stand behind it. They love quoting Auto Owners as well as many other companies. Compass Insurance Group. In the moment, you get the agent you need right away. You don't have any runaround. That's Compass Insurance Group, 303-996-9000, theinsurancehelpcenter.com. Do insurance comparisons or ask about Auto Owners Insurance, a quality company with quality brokers. Right now, insurance is nothing you want to mess around with. It's a great time to get that auto, checkup, 303-996-9000. So I am emphasizing all of the companies doing business now at full speed for your benefit. It's important. Now, we have Todd, for example, High Plains Contracting. We're asking people to call in with special deals. HighPlainsContracting.com. I'll give the number out in a little while. Let's talk to Todd. Hey, Todd, what's happening? I imagine things are slowing down a bit, although home improvements have been deemed essential in most cases. Right, Todd?
Yeah, it's a little slower this time of year, just
course.
coming into the next season.
Yeah, so what do you got going on, man?
Well, I want to let everybody know that for the remainder of the year, until January 1, we will be, when we're doing a new roof, we're going to install a Class 4 shingle. It's an Owens Corning product, hail resistant. So we're going to be installing those exclusively, unless a client doesn't or wants something else. But just as a matter of doing business, we're going to give everybody that complimentary upgrade.
That is very cool. And when does that? Is there a limit or anything?
No. We come out, measure your roof. Usually we just order a satellite roof measurement report.
Right.
And majority of people have a 30-year shingle unless they've paid for the upgrade in the past. And we will put the Class 4 back on for no additional fee.
And that's 303-597-8014.
957.
957. That's what I said, right?
No, you said 597.
Okay, 303-957-8014. 303-957-8014. Todd Kerrigan, and he's been on the referral list for a while, a really good company. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate that very much. What's going on with Michael? Michael, what's happening?
Oh, I just had a question. I've heard you guys talk about the, I don't remember which transmission company.
Well, we have a number of them on. We have a number of great shops at referralist.com. But Michael, where are you? What part of town?
I'm in Parker.
And what do you need?
Well, I just need kind of a diagnostic on an older transmission.
Oh, I got the perfect shop. Got the perfect shop for you. Jeff, the Kimmer transmission. You go right. You're in Parker. Get on Jordan and go north. And just before you get to Arapahoe Road, it's on your right-hand side. So it would be the southeast corner of Arapahoe and Jordan. Right around that area, you'll find Kimmer Transmission.
And their phone number?
You got that for me there, brother? Yeah, it's 303-693-1400. And the actual address...
693-1400.
Yeah, the actual address for your GPS is 6830 South Jordan. And that's Centennial, right? Yeah, Centennial. And it's not far
from... And those are the ones that are on your referral list?
Oh, they are on the referral list on AutoDate. Great people. Yes, yes. Now, there are other transmission
shops. And they give you a free diagnostic?
Now, Jeff, hold on. You have to ask. Call him and ask. You're talking about the one, if you're talking about the one that actually tears out and opens up the transmission free of charge, Mark, are they still doing that? Do we know? Are they still doing that full?
I do not know if they're still doing that special. I do not know.
Okay.
Just call and ask.
Yeah, that's budget. Yeah, you're talking about budget A1 transmission and auto repair, and that's Mark Machowski. Now, listen. Call, you know, they're good people too. They're over on Santa Fe. So do me a favor and call both. And I think Jeff does do free analysis and diagnostics, but I don't believe he removes it and opens it up. And budget A1 transmission and auto repair is 303-781-9858. 781-9858. So I'm glad I was able to help you, Michael. Speaking of help, let's go to another company, Plumline Services, Bob Logan. Now, Bob,
Tom.
What is going on with you, Bob?
Well, things are going well.
Good.
We're staying busy. Everybody's safe because we got everybody working remotely now. You and I talked last week. We bought 32 laptops and headsets, and all of our office is working remotely out of their homes. So we're all separated, but we're continuing to operate business as always and following all CDC and World Health Organization guidelines.
And that's important, and I know you guys do.
But,
so you can do virtually anything safely, right? You got face masks, gloves, shoe coverings, and you can do anything safely. I want to make that clear. You guys take that very seriously.
Absolutely. We always have, but we've taken those extra measures.
I know you have.
And guidelines by the WHO and the CDC. You know, and that's one thing to keep in mind, because there's a lot of companies that are unable to do that. They're still all bundled up in their office together, and also, you know, you got a lot of companies right now who are getting desperate, and I've seen some unbelievable prices thrown out there, which is great for the consumer today if they can get such an incredible price. But if that company's out of business in 6 months, there's going to be nobody to service their equipment or take care of their warranty.
I know it.
I think people need to be careful.
I think we're also going to have a shortage of parts, Bob. Nobody's making anything. Really?
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. And so whether you work with Plumline or anybody else, just make sure it's a solid, legitimate company who's been around for a while, that is going to be there for the long term for your listeners.
That's right. That's exactly right.
We get that all the time. We take care of warranty situations for a company that gave them a great deal last year, but they're not around this year to take care of them. So,
all right. Let me give out also plumlineservices.com. Now, through the end of April, that air purifier is complimentary, right?
Yeah. So we've also extended our free furnace offer. So if you buy an air conditioner, we are going to give you a matching furnace free. We just ask that you pay for the installation, but the furnace itself is free. We're also throwing in the Captura air purifier on top of that. Now, that's Plumline's deal, but I also want to make sure your listeners know Carrier also does a manufacturer special right now, rebates up to $1,650, and then you got XL on top of that. And as you
Wait a minute. So we're talking about an air conditioner with a free furnace, with rebates and energy rebates, and a free Captura air purifier altogether.
It's really unbelievable, and this is always the best time of year to get your system replaced, because once the heat comes, once the winter comes, all those deals go away. And
not to
manufacturers got deals.
Yes. Not to mention the shortage of materials. I promise you, there's going to be a run on stuff, and everyone's going to want it when it's 90 degrees. And they have not even ramped up the parts manufacturing yet. They're all shut down. So call Plumline.
Hey, Bob, is there any financing deals?
We do. We got a ton of different financing deals, 18 months, same as cash. We've got long-term plans.
Got to go to break.
All right.
It really depends on what the consumer wants. If they need nice low monthly payments, if they just want to borrow the bank's money for a little while.
Okay, so here's what it is. PlumlineServices.com, 303-586-1086, 303-586-1086. PlumlineServices.com, 303-586-1086.
All right, you're clear.
I spoke to that person's landlord.
Live. It's a short coming up here in about 40 seconds.
Vehicle 5 northbound I-25
I'm get her back
metro
on
area between the Dakota exit and Highway 119 has been cleared. All lanes now reopened.
Did you just say?
No, you just did. No, you just did home best.
Century. Gotcha.
Denver, both directions of the Boulder.
I bet. I forgot to erase that off of the Excel sheet.
Between Chambers and Peoria, and some pockets of slowing on eastbound C470 between Santa Fe and University. Your forecast for today: sunny this afternoon, a high in the mid-70s. Will cool off to the mid-40s overnight tonight. Sunny again tomorrow for your Wednesday with a high in the upper 60s. It's 71 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
It's easier to change the world than you think. Sponsor a child in extreme poverty with Compassion International, and you will change the world for that child.
All right, here you go. Century RV shortly. You're up.
Here's a no-brainer. RVs are still for sale. RVs. And you can definitely do that safely. You can do that remotely. You can do that by appointment. You can do it for your choice. Century, as in 100, CENTURY. CenturyRV.com. Up north, they have a service location as well on exit 240. That's the long route turn off on I-25, or just west of the city in Lakewood, just north of 6th Avenue, between Kipling and Sims. Century RV, 303-453-1111.
You are clear.
These will return to work.
All right, I got it. You don't have to give me all this fancy coloring. I got it.
50% the last 10 years. Seriously?
I'll get it in right now, baby. Elegant Bakers.
Waiting one.
She said, thank you, Tom.
Retirement income. Seriously? If you didn't plan for it, you're not planning. From here forward, Edelman Financial Engines.
She said at least she was using Easter colors.
If you have traditional insulation in your walls, you're probably paying too much on energy bills. You need the right insulation for true efficiency. Whether upgrading or building new, you need the incredible Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. This is not the foam you see in cans at big box stores. This is advanced injection foam, filling wall cavities, maintaining our value permanently in all temperatures. No hassle application. Injected from outside the home, compacting existing insulation, filling every nook and cranny around it. Retro foam is environmentally friendly, no off-gassing, and can even make your home up to 80% quieter. Comfort, Lower energy bills in a day or less. What are you waiting for? You have everythh to gain, nothing to lose. Call Rocky Mountain Retrophone now. 720-676-6333. 720-676-6333. And see their amazing video at phoneyourwalls.com.
Rates are like a roller coaster lately. Are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? Take AIM, Affordable Interest Mortgage. With home values still at their highest level ever and rates at historic lows, now may be the best time to be prepared if the economy changes. Last time, many of our friends lost their home when it was unnecessary. Take AIM, 720-895-0500. Many of our clients have the ability to tap their equity should the economy change, all without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times to give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important, your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage at 720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, where it's all about you.
Okay, you know how it feels when you've saved enough for that long-awaited home edition? Now imagine an addition on that addition. That's the feeling with Capital One, where a new savings account earns an interest rate 5 times the national average. That's right, 5 times, as represented by 5 times more seniors. This is banking reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One NA member FDIC. At CDW, we get that businesses will try anything to increase productivity. We try to increase productivity by putting energy drink in our water cooler. Slow down, friend. A better idea is to have CDW deploy new devices powered by 8th generation Intel Core V Pro processors.
Again, why can't you talk faster?
For productivity solutions, you need Intel and IT orchestration by CDW. Find out more at cdw.com/begreat, make the shift.
As schools close and we embrace social distancing, parents everywhere are struggling to keep children healthy and occupied. Consistency and structure are calming during times of stress, especially for kids. At the Child Mind Institute, top experts are coming together to offer free guidance about how to effectively support our children's well-being and our own during this crisis. Visit childmind.org for resources, support, and daily Facebook Live sessions with child psychologists. childmind.org.
Let's check it back on in 1 minute, gentlemen. With the current crisis.
Daddy, it's an emergency! The neighbors are walking up the driveway. I think they're going to ask for more toilet paper.
Quickly, Abby! Hand me the social distancing equipment!
Here you go, Daddy. But hurry! They're almost at the front door.
I'm not finding any of
Daddy,
that.
it worked. They're running away.
Hi, this is Martin from Scottish Group. I know the current situation is serious, but don't forget to smile occasionally, be kind to each other, and maybe even share your toilet paper with a neighbor.
Back on in 30.
The new way of life. Denver's talk station wants to help you pay your bills. Listen for up to 12 chances every day to text and win $1,000. Sponsored by Wind River Spas on 630 KHOW.
If you're stuck at home, do what I did and get a new hot tub from Wind River Spas. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky, and with Wind River Spas, you can build and price your hot tub online, have it delivered right to your home while supporting a Colorado family.
All right, here we go, gentlemen. You are up.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's go to the phone. Oh, let's talk about Elegant Bakery. Okay. Elegant Bakery is giving an elderly woman we had on the air Easter joy. They're providing, what are they doing for her, Daphne, exactly?
They're going to do some Easter treats for her and, just some of their breads and cookies and things.
That's wonderful. And did they wanted our audience to know that they're doing a full 25% off all Easter decorating boxes, right? Now they're doing cookies and all of that. Everything you need for Easter for fun. And you can call them to find out more. 303-322-7708. That's 303-322-7708. Is this the one that was going to do the box of cookies with the decorating stuff so the families could decorate the cookies together?
Yes, it is. And he said he just forgot to say 25% off even those.
So those were what, $20? You get a dozen cookies, you get the icing, you get the sprinkles, all of that in a kit. And you can do all of your own cookies and decorate them yourself with your kids. That's a fun thing to do. And that is going to be a 25% off the $20, right? That's the way I'm reading it. So that means $15. That's cool. So
and all of the other Easter goods that they have.
25% off. That's Elegant Bakery. Where are they located? They're on Wadsworth, right? 3278 South Wadsworth in Lakewood. You have to pick it up. Put that in your GPS, 3278.
I let you get away with one there.
South
I wasn't
Wadsworth.
paying attention.
And that's 303-322-7708. Now listen, we're doing this for businesses. You hear it? So you can call in if you have a business and you want people to use you. Now, what about other things? I don't know what the rule is. What if, let's say, a hairdresser wanted one person at a time? You're not allowed, right, Mark? So no one's allowed to get their hair done. Is that what I'm hearing, by the way? Is that what I'm hearing? You're not allowed?
Yeah, that's correct. Salons are down.
So what are women going to do about manis and pedis and facials and hair and roots and all of that? What are they going to do?
I do roots for my friends.
Oh, see, so you're allowed as a friend to just do stuff, right? You can, like you do each other, right?
Well, we do it in secret. Nobody knows, you know.
But I mean, that's not, I mean, they can't tell you not to visit. See, technically, to stay at home, would you get in trouble for having a card game? That's what I want to know. Or for having a gathering at your home. Did you actually get a knock on the door? I mean, what happens? We ought to look into that.
It's really not a point of getting in trouble. It's a point of staying safe.
Oh, I pissed a lot of people off because my immune booster, I didn't go over, and I ran out of time. I promise you this. I'm going to make a post on it. On our YouTube, on all social media. Plus, I'm going to talk about it on the show tomorrow. I'm Tom Martino. Save all your problems for me. You're talking bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were on. My bad.
Shut up! I'm just kidding.